It's gonna sound funky, but my dress is like the wallpaper that they lick in Willy Wonka. I mean, I bet you're right about that. That is probably the truth. Okay. This is a cop question right here. What's the most illegal thing you've done? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna be asking you all that. I feel like we've done this one too. What important truth do very few people agree with you on? I feel like I've done that one. Oh, how about this one? This one feels good. Okay. Have you been told you look like somebody famous? And who was it? Have you ever been told you look like somebody famous? My dad would get George Lucas, and he'd get Orson Welles. I just think he looks like my dad, of course. I've been told I look like Elizabeth Moss. I don't know. Maybe. Wait, is that the girl? Is it Elizabeth Moss? No. Is that it? There was a gal who was in Mad Men who was like a secretary or something. Somebody said I look like them. You never get told that you look like somebody famous, Naja? Okay. Such a cute Lego set. We got it at Costco. Mommy bought it for me at Costco after Christmas. I think it was on sale. And I was like, Mommy, everybody liked it when I made the other thing. What? Who's doing this? Now, what is this? Imagine operating predictably. Happy birthday, Tina. From Manny. God almighty Jesus Christ. Okay. Thanks, Manny. And also sent a Discord link. Okay. Oh, Lord. Do I have to... Yeah. No, it's not Friday. It's Thursday. But Manny said, which day would you rather? Friday or Saturday? And I was like, oh, well, if it's got to be a day, let's just do it the soonest you can, because never know. I gotta copy paste stuff, and everybody's gonna see my gross keyboard pad and everything. Yeah, it's not Friday. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. This content is no longer available. Am I getting punked? What's happening here? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm copying this link properly. Okay. Make sure I'm copying this link. This content is no longer available. I've been punked. I think something happened. You gotta maybe try to re-upload it or something. Just in case. Here it is. Here's the link. Okay. You know what's funny? It says this content is no longer available. Oh, wait. No, it's downloaded now. Okay. God in heaven. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is gonna potentially... Is this a video file or an audio file, Manny? Okay. I guess I'll do this now. Well, can I ask how everybody's doing? Right as we spoke, you got a notification that the flower company finally replied saying they were so busy with Mother's Day and still want you to come in for the training. I had a feeling this would happen, Darkstar Slayer. I had a feeling this would happen. So, you go with your feelings. I'm glad they're communicating. You know, I think you should talk to them on the phone. Straight up, hot fire audio, baby. Should we listen to it? Should I listen to this? It's gonna be Jennifer Coolidge doing a cameo for me. Do I ever do male impressions? I don't think I do. I just do voices for guys. But let me get through this together. I hope to God so. Well, at least it doesn't seem to be an MP4.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let me pause my tunes. This is Manny's birthday gift, and it says "Dung Eater Surprise." Let me turn this down a bit as well.
Yes, Tina. The one who was championed by my arch nemesis, Dude Young. I have but one question for you. Have you ever felt the curse? The curse of old aging. The pox upon life itself.
I will now.
I'm sure you're quite familiar nowadays.
Old.
Reaching into your 30s. That's all to say.
The dung eater's like, you're old as hell.
Happy birthday, Tina. By the loathsome dung eater. AKA
It's Manny, Nasha.
the mad manure muncher. AKA the fetid fecal fornicator.
You have been banned by the bears.
Okay, yeah, Tina, I know that was corny and all, but
Apparently.
you know, I spent all my cameo money on like lottery tickets for reasons like you know, figuring out who's the celebrity who bit you, so that way I can like go ahead and find them and then bite them back as retribution for you and stuff like that. But for real though, happy birthday, Tina. I know you've had it rough in the beginning of this year, but hopefully from here on out things look up. And if anything, hey, you got all of us goomers here with you.
Oh, not the goomers. Not the goomers. Thank you, Manny. Wow, who would have thought that you could get the loathsome dung eater from Elden Ring as a cameo? Did he implant one of those gnarly little things upon your soul? I'm worried about it, because you know he exacts his toll, and then he eats the dookie. Shout out to your real goomer. Thank you so much, Manny. That is very sweet of you. We're all here for you. Thank you. Listen, can't start crying now. I gotta save some tears for my raid train slot, because I gotta be raising money for the To Write Love on Her Arms organization. So you can't start wrenching tears from me right now, okay? I'm also not wearing waterproof mascara. Yes, it's an Elden Ring character. Indeed. Exactly. Thank you so much, Manny. That is very kind of you. And who knows? Maybe we'll see Doodoo. I mean, we gotta see Doodoo Jones again this year for the Elden Ring DLC. But maybe we'll see the actual Dookie Man. Maybe we'll have to fight him again. Mission accomplished. Thank you, Manny. That's very sweet of you. Very kind words. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm glad that the Dung Eater got banned by the Bezos. So he got what was coming to him. Thank you, Manny. Also for the $50 tip. I appreciate that too. I guess I'm gonna put it towards the PS5, huh? I guess I got to. Oh, thank God it wasn't a real cameo. I tell you, I've had like lung tightness and chest pain today, and I was like, at least the cameo's not coming today. But you ambushed me, which is great, because I didn't have to wait in anticipation any longer, lest it be a cameo from the person who bit me in the face when I was a baby. Can you imagine if you had figured it out and it was a cameo literally from that person? I would have perished. Oh God. It's another 364 days of pain, huh? You thought it was obvious when you spelling it with a K? You never know. You never know. I never know. It could be stylized. I'm not sure what's cool these days. But thank you, Manny. I appreciate that. And thank you all for being here today while I'm raising some money To Write Love on Her Arms with the Firekeepers, which is that wonderful group of streamers who like playing. This is so perfect, Manny, because the Firekeepers are a group that play Souls-like games. That's like kind of what brings us together, is we enjoy Souls-like games. And we're all raising money today To Write Love on Her Arms for Mental Health Awareness Month, which is May. How about that? I did see the K on the cameo. Yeah. Okay, Darkstar, so you're saying you should probably call them. You're not a confrontational person. I think a quick call, it would do it, right? It would take care of it. You could be like, hi, I'm the person that you reached out to. I wasn't really sure if I was going to work with you all because I didn't hear from you guys for a little while. And they'll probably say, I'm sorry about that. We were busy with Mother's Day, blah, blah, blah. Then you could say, while I have you on the phone, could I ask you a few quick questions? Because before, like, getting onboarded, I want to be able to find out like what you guys are about and how the payment process is and et cetera, go. So there's that. Anything else happened today, y'all? Besides getting ambushed by the Dung Eater? I think my room got invaded by the Dung Eater. That is wild. I thought I was playing offline, essentially. Oh, Omaru answered the "What celebrity do you look like?" question and said, "I used to get McLovin in Harry Potter. Is it the glasses, Omaru?" And you said I look like Elizabeth Moss once upon a time. I see. I think you're 100% right, Sam. You've been told you have a familiar looking face, but not anybody in particular. That is really interesting, Amy. Yeah. You've been told, Snake, recently that you look like Zelensky. You don't see the resemblance? Maybe it's just a nice compliment? I don't know. You got Jack Black once. Not sure how you felt about that. Everybody seems to love him these days. He's in all the movies. And Amy was saying, I have this Lego set you might build alongside me. Oh my gosh. Don't follow my lead because I might put stuff together wrong. But I'm going to have fun still, you know. Did you like the water in the background as well? They were in the DD Swamp Stirxer's lair. So, you think I look a lot like a streamer you know her name is It's Tina. Do I look kind of like It's the Kellys? Remember her? Whatever happened to her? So strange. You've been hooked on the Wolfenstein games for the past 4 days. Oh, yeah! I hear those games are great. That's the ones where you go around and you're punching Nazis and stuff, right? I think that's the ones. You got Rick James. Really? When you got a curly cut and you got some terribly short bangs that shrunk up poorly. Did you have like Jerry curl situation going on? Was it like tight, kind of wet curls? I still think that's a cool look. But what do I know? I think we should get into this. Oh, it says finger here. Okay. Well, today's my dad's birthday, by the way. I think a lot of you already knew that. I mentioned that. Today's my papa's birthday. I got to read off some lovely messages to him. And Mom, Jim, and I had some delicious chicken parm and some broccoli, which I was too full to eat, honestly. It's like, okay, so Wolfenstein is like Doom, says Snake. But instead of killing demons, it's killing Nazis, yeah. I think that was the gist of it. That recent one, I don't know when the last one came out. I think it was probably like 7 or 8 years ago. Don't open it like this, okay, Amy? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. That last one seemed like a really fun adventure, the last one they did. I thought I turned off autofocus for this, by the way. Let's make sure that's off. By the way, Tiny is resting today. Tiny is not operating the camera. I think... Oh no, focus was on and exposure was on auto, okay. So, Mandy says, Nazis, demons, same thing if you ask me. And they all deserve to bite the bullet. Here. I hear that. And thank you for the stretch time, I guess. Okay. Oh, yeah. I really goofed up my shoulder something bad. I don't know what happened. But I could feel it click when I move my shoulder. It's weird. And it was hurting all day. And I had like lung pain. And I was like, what is happening? Oh, we got to do the finger workouts. Also, big birthday shout outs for Papa. Thank you for that, Mandy. I appreciate that. Some finger stretches. Did not expect Wolfenstein to hit you in the feels. The new Colossus, that's the one. I hear the story is really good. Hey, they got a great crew in that one. It's like a fun bunch of gals. I almost said a fun bunch of folks. You need to make Tiny a little spoon so he could be a little chef. You have a little schmutz on you. Hold on. There you go. We got it. Okay. You're still waking up for your nap? For 20 seconds, you legit thought you were watching Final Fantasy XIV and this was the storefront. That would be so wild. Hey, Ewan! Thank you for donating $10 to write love on her arms. I appreciate that. Yay! Thank you, Ewan. The Jerry curls. It was hard to manage. I think that's a very particular style. And Slim Santa, good to see you. Hello. I'm trying to make sure I've caught up. Ooh. What about the lung? What? I don't know why, but I still have lung pain today. It's not as bad now. It was bad from like 7 a.m. to about 2 p.m. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe a rib out. It was lung pain and chest pain and back pain all at the same time. It was really weird. Could be costochondritis. What in the world is that? I just thought that it was endometrial tissue that moved up. Because I still have endometrial tissue in me. It's just managed. Couldn't get everything out because they're like, hey, there's definitely something in your thoracic cavity, but we can't get that out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, sure. We'll deal with that in 10 years, I guess. Okay, how do you... I am worried about opening this and, like, hurting it. It's like a muscle thing, or is your lung literally hurting? I don't know. It felt like my lung literally was hurting. Like, I couldn't, like, fill my lung up all the way. Like, I felt this lung filling, and this lung wasn't doing it. But, you know, whatever, I'm fine now. You know those things? It wasn't like when you get a little hitch. You know when you're breathing, go, oh, and it doesn't do it right, but then it's fine after 5 minutes? It wasn't like that. It was like somebody was, like, squeezing me like a rat, you know? But I'm mostly better now, so. I took ibuprofen, and just in case it was anxiety related, I took my anti-anxiety medication, so. Which I might need to take more of later. If we're talking about mental health, which we are. We'll see. WebMD has entered the chat. Yeah, it could be anything, honestly. That is very interesting. I honestly, when you said costochondritis, I was like, Costco? I don't think I picked this up from Costco. I would remember putting that in my basket. Have I punched anyone recently? If I did, they probably deserved it. I haven't really punched anybody. No. Hey, Sam! Thank you also for donating $10 to write love on her arms. I appreciate that. I should tell you all about to write love on her arms, and to do that, I have my little notes that I took today, so that I could make sure I was telling y'all everything, all the good details and whatnot. It might be a stress thing. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't having a heart attack, because that would be really inconvenient. I was like, I can't be having a heart attack right now. That would be wild. So. Oh, the captions are supposed to be on. I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me, to be fair. Also, I don't know if these were supposed to have messages. Let me refresh and see. We're refreshing. Okay. Sam just says heart emoji. It's a less than 3. And Ewan says, as someone who has coped with mental... Oh, do you want me to read this, by the way? Can I read it, Ewan? If anybody wants to donate to write love on her arms and you don't want me to read it, just say that as the first thing in the message, and, you know, there you go. But first I have to drink some water because Twafa says I'm thirsty. Okay, it's a good message. Great. So Ewan says, as someone who has coped with mental health issues for the best part of their life, resources like this are vital to ensure that everyone has a place they can turn to in their darkest moments. You are not alone. You are loved, and you are stronger than you know. Absolutely so true, Ewan. Thank you for that. So important to say it, to share it with everybody. Thank you also for sharing your mental struggles as well. I know you have been through a lot, Ewan. Now and before... It is a struggle. But somehow we get through. Two of the things that to write love on her arms, part of their mission statement is to make sure that folks get, one, that they're open about mental health, that we start conversations about mental health, and 2, that you're surrounded by a community, like a supportive community. That's their 2 big things that they focus on for, like, ensuring that, especially for young folks, those are like the 2 things that if we don't start a conversation, and also if you don't surround yourself by folks you feel seen by, folks you feel heard by, then you don't really have anywhere else to turn. So when you can't have conversations with those folks, then that's when you start feeling like, you know, where do I go from here? Am I even meant for this place? All that kind of stuff. So I can do my spiel about to write love on her arms as well. The old ringer has been well used as of late. I'm so glad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you're getting phone calls from folks. I'm sure you're calling up some folks, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, to write love on her arms, thank you so much for donating to them, Sam and Ewan. They started in 2006. The founder wanted to support his good friend who was going through a very difficult time, who was self-harming, and she would write like bad things about herself on her arms, and he wanted to be there for her and instead to write love on her arms. That's why the name of the organization is as such. She wrote a poem about their experience together, and realized how important it was to have a friend group that supports you. Not just, she couldn't go to the hospitals. I don't think she had the resources to reach out to mental health professionals, so she had her friends, and they were her hospital, they were her mental health folks, until they could get the resources to support her with that. So they started raising money for her. She was able to get these resources, get professional help, not just like community support, but professional help. And then they were like, well, we did it for her. Maybe we can do it for more people. And then it just sort of grew into this worldwide charity now. Used to have the To Write Love in Her Arms shirt in the 2000s. Yeah, they started in 2006, so I'm not surprised. Yeah. You don't talk much about your mental shenanigans. I gotta refresh because I just heard a little... This story is lovely. Oh, about that gal. Pretend I put Gaius's Praetorium speech here. Well, if only I was a true memer, I'd be able to read it off. But like, how glib is part of it, right? I think that's great. Thank you, Naja. I appreciate that. I wish you did put Gaius's Praetorium speech there. I would read the whole thing. I would. And then folks would be like, it would hit 6 o'clock by the time I was done with it. And then the folks raiding in from the Firekeepers and Dragon Clan would be like, this doesn't seem appropriate. What is she talking about? How glib? You know, such devastation was not my intention. And it's just like, how does that relate to Write Love in Arms? And I'd be like, it's important, okay? Okay, it's important. You don't talk much about your mental shenanigans, mainly because it's a lot of grim stuff. But shout out to y'all for hanging in there when times are tough. True. And shout out to you, Mandy, holding on while times are tough, too. Oh, did they remove Very Glib? That is devastating. Oh, there's a character limit on the donation. I see. Probably the biggest tragedy in the history of MMO. I agree. Yeah, so they've been around for a while. They will never take our creeping mendacity. Does he say that in it? Again, I think how many times have I done Praetorium? Maybe twice? Once for the story and then once during a roulette or something? I can't remember. You shouldn't look at Lego, but look at this butterfly. Let's see. Oh, I like the praying mantis too. Oh God, continue. Just the necessary cookies. What is that? Oh, a stag beetle. That's really cool. Or an elephant beetle, yeah. It was a leftover from back when the cutscene had a dialogue option and they ended up removing it recently. Okay. Did he say how glib in mine, at least? What a great cutscene. It's so iconic, honestly. Wow. With the power of touching an arrow, you can magically send your Lego into the flat dimension onto a picture frame. That's so wild, dude. If you would like to follow along, do you want to scan that QR code? Oh, never mind. It's not gonna focus. I'll just read the book. I don't need it on my tablet. Who is gonna put it on a tablet? What do you think I am? A person who owns a tablet? Oh, I started just after they removed it, because to me, I have the false memory of him saying very glib. Probably because you all said very glib while I was playing it. Let's see. We have got... So they want me to... Look at this image. They're like, just shake that crap out. Just shake all that out. Like it was popcorn. Hopefully into a bowl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone was saying how glib in the chat. Do they have one of them little... Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something you'd be very disappointed in me. So my little piranha plant Lego came with a little popper. A little Lego tool you could use to pop out your stuff if you accidentally put one piece together that you shouldn't have put together. And I was like, I bet they put that in every Lego box. I'm gonna throw this thing out because, like, I just can't have a little ramekin of miscellaneous Lego pieces I'm not going to use again, plus this little popper tool. We're probably going to give you one with every box, just like IKEA when they give you furniture. That was a miscalculation on my part. There is no popper. But that's okay, because I'm perfect, and I'll never do this wrong. So it doesn't matter. This is also bag 2. Okay, I almost started with the wrong bag. Totally fine. Oh, you're gonna build your chrysanthemum. Love that. And yes, Sam, I did bring up some bowls. I have some kitchen bowls. There you go. Starts backseat Legoing already. Yes, show some pictures. We do have a Lego section. We have a brick building section. If you would like to post pictures of yours, I would love that. Wow, it's really 4.5 minutes. I used to do this every day. Yeah, wow. How loud is this going to be, do you think? So loud. Damn, when did they start talking? Orzia.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods.
Okay, Darth Vader. 2 seconds. I can't even stand that for 2 seconds. Y'all are so much stronger than me. What's up, Insurgent? Good to see you. And Centauri, hello. Should have let it run in the background? Oh. What I really should do is put on like 2 hours of silence interrupted by somebody accidentally stepping on a Lego or something. What is all this? I'm sorry. I'm acting like I've never seen Lego before. What the hell is this? So I got my little pots and stuff. I think we should like sort this a little bit into like chunky pieces and not chunky pieces. I don't know how y'all did it. I would not abide by that. I would not do that multiple times. Is there a reason why folks do it all the time? These must be the little pots. Kind of terracotta colored. It's like good for EXP or something. Can't imagine doing all that. Tom's right. 10 hours of silence occasionally interrupted by guys saying very glib. Moogles, I see. Yes, the shape shall reveal itself, shan't it? Put the rest of these here. My little guy in there. Okay, Tiny's keeping an eye on y'all. There he is, cutie patootie. You used to make a quick lunch or dinner. What was the lunch of choice? Because I know you're not a sandwich person. A sandwich would be perfect, I think, to make in that time. Wow! Also, just looked up. How are we at $70 for my goal of $100? That's wild. Thank you so much, you and Sam and Naja. Wow. Wild. I was like, what's something that's not gonna put too much pressure on folks? I was like, okay, we're there. So we're gonna need the black circle, and we're gonna need 2 short brown pieces like this. Okay. So, oh, you gotta do math, huh? Okay, so we got the 2. 1 row of that. Oh, God. Okay. Make it even. I hope to God I'm not gonna be. Why would you put a hole in the center if you're gonna cover it up? That doesn't make sense, Mr. Lego. I don't know about that. You don't know what's being built? It is Lego surprise. Maybe I should put this in the somewhere. It's a Lego Orchid. This is gonna be this. Isn't that lovely? It's gonna be a cool orchid. Oh, wait, what do you mean? Oh yeah, that's true, you win. It is y'all. It is y'all. I should have expected it. You would just microwave something, okay. So it's like level 50, it's decent EXP with a very fast queue, and you could watch YouTube while running it. Yeah, you don't have to, it's not like, let me really closely pay attention to this. Oh, don't get me started. You know I would become one of those gunpla girlies if I had a chance. Given the opportunity, I could maybe make a mech. You know. Okay, I think I've done this right. And I hope to God I have, because I don't have my little popper tool. Hi, Pastel! You forgot today was Lego Day. Love the soup selection. Indeed, you can have terracotta soup, or you can have some lovely brown. You know. You just noticed Tiny in the corner, right? Little cutie. Okay, step 2. We're gonna get some more brown pieces. Not to have no good eyesight, but I just know one day you're gonna tell me to put my damn glasses on. I might as well do it myself. Hey, thank you, Manny. So generous today. Thank you so much for the 10 bucks to write love on her arms. I'm just gonna put the glasses on because I know y'all will ask for it. A mech for Tiny would be amazing. Tiny's like, you got games on your phone? Y'all got a snack? Hey, are you gonna share? Tiny in a mech would be so cute. Okay, I need 4 of these, and I don't even know where those other ones are. 2. 3. Hey, I should also refresh to see if there was a message there too. 3. And 4. You could only spot 10. That cameo was expensive, I bet, yeah. Okay, no message from Manny, but thank you so much, Manny. You did already send your message from the Dung Eater today, which I appreciate. That is so good, Ewan. That's a good little screenshot. That I expect Sam to grab something like that, honestly. Where? Are they lying to me? Is this some kind of circular piece? What's going on here? Where is the circle? Not this one. There's a semicircle piece. It's not, it couldn't be this. Oh, it's even smaller. It's really small, this piece. I don't know if it's in here. Okay. We're gonna have to play like... Oh! Larry! Thank you so much for donating 30 bucks to write love in her arms. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I need some sort of circular, semicircular guy, and I don't see it. It's gotta go on here at the end. It's gotta go on this piece. These folks are driving me nuts. It doesn't exist. Oh my god, imagine if I don't have the piece. Is it in here? Am I missing pieces? I know, goal reached already, and we're 10 over as well. Thank you so much, everybody. So very kind. Oh, and that's already in Discord. The image is already in Discord. Thank you for that. Well, I think I gotta do a little bit of piece management. And Pastel, thank you for donating $7 to write love on her arms. I said to raise love on her arms. Thank you so much, Pastel. That is very kind of you. You know, they do great work. And I can't believe... I feel like when I was in high school, it was the first time I heard about To Write Love in Her Arms. All the way back then. And then again in college and elsewhere. I wish that when I was younger, I had turned to them for help. I had a hard time in high school, to be real with y'all. I've talked about this before. Not just a hard time realizing that people were hitting on me, which I've talked about before. But a hard time just mentally. I have depression, so it's just like, you know, chemical imbalances. It happens. It's just the way my brain is made. It was like, well, you gotta figure out what makes you tick, and then that thing that makes you happy will lift you up there, because your brain chemicals aren't gonna do it for you. And it took me a very long time to figure out what really made me happy. High school was really tough. I really didn't know what I was doing. I had a lot of fun playing games. I had some good friends, you know. Middle school and high school and stuff like that. I had some good friends, but, you know, depression didn't really care about that. It was still weighing on me. And I feel like a big turning point for me was starting to teach in college, like before grad school, before I was like officially teaching. One of my professors, you know, was like, you know, you're good at this English thing. Do you want to be a teacher's assistant? I was like, oh, somebody believes in me? Somebody thinks I'm like capable and could help other people? Okay. So I started doing that, and from there, I feel like, you know, my self-esteem started building, and I had more confidence. I believed in myself more. And I was doing stuff. Hey, I found out what my thing was to do in life, and it's stuff. Just always be doing something. Because if I was busy, I wasn't like overthinking things. So I just keep myself busy now. It helps a lot. So. Brain chemicals portraying the host body. It's like, brain chemicals, do you want to live? Because you better make me want to live. If you want to stay on this earth, brain chemicals. So. What's your major stuff? Yeah. And Larry says, it's okay for you to read this. Thank you. Thanks, Larry. Telling the girls you're proud of them is something you make sure to do because you didn't often hear it. That is very important. That is great, Jackie. One thing my mom did, because I was sad growing up, because of the brain chemicals, not because of anything my folks were doing. One thing that my mom really focused on doing every day was asking us what's one good thing that happened today, what's one bad thing that happened today. They gave us room to complain, to talk about our feelings, and it gave us sort of this creative exercise to stretch and think like, even if I really don't like going to school, or like even if I'm very sad today, what's one good thing I can focus on? And that really, really helped me. That was super important, you know? Yeah, she made space for that conversation. I don't know if I got these pieces, y'all. Did you see? Did I throw these away? They want me to put on some sort of semicircular thing, unless I'm fully just out of my mind. I don't think I have these pieces. I don't know. It can't be this. This doesn't look like it all. It doesn't have a nub on it at all. I wonder if it's in bag 2. It shouldn't be. It's in the mini bag. Is there a mini bag? Do you see? Did I take out a mini bag? Did I take out a mini bag? Where's the mini bag? Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm playing like Dora the Explorer over here. I don't remember the mini bag. Where did I? You thought you saw one? Oh my god. Oh god. It's under the bowl. Oh. Okay. Hey, I found it. Wow. Okay. So, you know. Anyway. Mental health. You know, sometimes when you're not feeling quite like yourself, you might miss a bag of stuff. God, thank you so much. I really thought that they didn't send me all the pieces, and I was like, this busted Costco Lego that I overpaid for is missing half the damn pieces, and I can't even get my return because it's already been 90 days. And that's a very long, extensive return policy. But we're good. You asked earlier, is this food or Lego? Well, it just depends on your creativity, honestly. Don't eat Legos. This is not food. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm making magic happen. That's you looking for tools. You're like, oh, it was behind my ear the whole time. Legos always disappear on the ground for like 10 minutes when you're building. I vacuumed first because I was like, I know I'm going to drop a piece and I'm going to come up with so much hair and they're going to be like, she's the most disgusting person. And Dr. Slayer says, sometimes you just need that one encouraging word to keep you going, right? Making people feel like they're capable and have potential is invaluable. I so agree. And honestly, it was the thing that turned it around for me. Majorly. I mean, going to college in and of itself was like incredible, because I think I was pretty all right in high school. I missed a lot of class because I was depressed. And I was very self-conscious about the way I looked as well. Because I also have dermatillomania. It's a form of obsessive compulsive disorder. It's something that I really struggled with for a very long time until about 5 or 6 years ago. So these go under here. Okay. And so I was always very self-conscious about how I appeared. And sometimes just not go to school because I was like, I can't go to school. I'm having an ugly day, you know? Just the anxiety was huge. The pressure was huge. The depression was huge. I just couldn't do it. But then going to college and being so lucky to have a free ride to college, to get scholarships, to get grants and stuff to pay for it, was like unbelievable. So that itself was a blessing. But being able to teach, like being introduced to teaching, that really gave me something to do that was like not just for me but for other folks too. You love your Lego bonsai tree set? Yeah! Do you ever give it a prune? You were so closeted in high school and college, and where you went was not meant for you at the time. Yeah, it doesn't always work out, right? An environment, it's so important that you go somewhere where you can feel like you can be yourself. And I felt that to an extent at college. I went to a women's college, so I was surrounded by a bunch of other gals, and there was like less pressure of, oddly enough, despite being bisexual, I was like, now I can finally focus on my studies. Did I fall in love with any girls in college? I really don't think so. I think the depression was too big for that, so. You tried to pack it when you moved. It has 2 sets of leaves, so you should change it over. Okay, that's fun. I like that. You love to go back to school for something that could guide you into a job or career. You know what? That sounds like a fun goal for 2025, Kaino. It's so good to see you, by the way. I'm glad you're a fellow Lego appreciator and also forbidden candy enjoyer. Forbidden candy being Lego. You wish you went to a women's college, though you don't think they'd accept you due to not being a woman. There were still fellas there too. There was like at least one guy in my class. And despite it being a Catholic women's college, there was a lot of not Catholic people that went there as well, you know. Finally, I don't have to worry about all the dating stuff. I'm just surrounded by women. It's like the space programs that are like, that's right, we'll just send a bunch of women to the moon and they won't do anything. And then it's just like aggressive scissoring. Not to be too weird on Lego Day, but you know. This is a mature stream, by the way. Anywho. We should get some pieces. Anyway, so I didn't even do the thing where I like start the stream. Apologize. Welcome, I'm building a Lego. Just think. Well, don't think about it. I'm not gonna talk about that. I gotta be so good right now because we're doing Legos for charity. Forget I said anything. Anyway, mental health, okay? The gays love their arts and crafts. I just felt like, so, you know what? Okay, yes. There was a space in my college there was like a gay straight alliance or something like that. I remember the professor there who taught the women's study course made sure there was a space for queer women there and queer people. I do recall that because some of my teachers were nuns and some of my teachers were professors and stuff. Some of my teachers were male professors, female professors, and all that stuff. And some of them were just straight up nuns. And she was one of my few teachers who wasn't a nun. And she had this, you know, women's history class and women's literature class, all this stuff that kind of focused on like women's rights. And she also made space for queer folks. I thought that was great. You'll have an out of it, yeah. You've read books like that. Interesting. That's right. You're right, Jackie. I'm saying that the women up on the space station were cutting stuff with their scissors. They were doing arts and crafts, collages, decoupage. Okay? Right? Okay. I saw that Lego's gonna release the first ever Simpsons sets, and they are expensive. I bet Marge's hair is gonna look amazing. It's gonna look great. Your high school had a gay straight alliance club. You remember the Triple K showed up to protest at the school like dumbasses because of it. That was in 2001, 2002. I remember in high school, I don't think it was like the Westboro Baptist Church, but some faction of folks showed up to be like, boo, gay people, and everybody else. There was just like so many, like, why would you pick a fight with teens? Why are you picking a fight with gay teens? They're just gonna say mean things to you. It was the worst decision of that particularly staunch organization's life, I bet. It's just like, okay, you want a bunch of young gay people to make fun of you, because they will. And Kayla, yay, good to see you. Thank you so much for the 87 months. I appreciate you. And I should get you a little froggy. What a beautiful dress. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. I'm wearing this to celebrate my dad's birthday, which is today. It's just a power trip, right? First of all, you're like yelling at kids. Like, you're protesting kids? That's wild. And then second of all, you know, do not scrap, especially the kids these days. The kids these days are ferocious. I don't think anyone's gonna get away with that with their ego intact. Happy birthday to Pop K. Thank you. I got to give him a big hug this morning. So, very happy about that. For you, Kayla, this is important. Okay, also for mental health. It says, I know that my thoughts are not always true. And honestly, that's something that I wish I could tell past me. So much stuff I wish I could tell past me. Like, hey, past me, you're gonna get to play video games in your late 20s and early 30s. And cool folks are gonna hang out and watch. Also, I think my camera keeps doing a glitch thing. I don't know what that's about, but I apologize for that. My camera's having a bad mental health day. This card is attacking you. So your thoughts are not always true. It's good to like review stuff, because sometimes we can tell ourselves all kinds of mean, nasty things. We can be like, oh, I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. I'm not doing this enough. I'm not doing that enough. It's important to kind of look at those thoughts a second time around and say, hey, I think I'm talking poor about myself. Hello, Hugster Duck by the gays. I mean, all LGBTQIA plus folks, some of whom have intersectional identities, even across the pride alphabet. And that's in response to Jackie saying something like, where was it? The gays love their arts and crafts. Okay. Yeah. Well, yes, I think anybody can love arts and crafts. Hugster, it was in context of me saying, because I went to all women's college, I'm bisexual. And at the time I was like, oh great, this helped me focus on my studies. And then I was talking about how in the past, I feel like it was either NASA or some other space organization was like, I know how we'll make it so the astronauts don't have sex with each other. We'll just send an all-women club. And it's just like, you know, just because people are women doesn't mean they're not going to get it on. And then so we were talking about arts and crafts, you know. You know what I mean? Arts and crafts. So it wasn't a derisive or a derivative comment about gay people. We were just saying, you know, we're trying to be a little family-er friendlier, you know. But welcome on in. I appreciate you being here, Hugster. Ancient Aliens All Ladies Club. Love it. Okay. Successfully have done this. Now I need to put little chocolate bars on it. Okay. Chocolate bar here. Chocolate bar there. Right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No! Don't be clipping arts and crafts. I should have kept that daggum Lego popping tool. Should have kept it. But to lacerate myself. I can't believe I already screwed up. I'm like 5 pieces in. Not on the charity stream. Yeah, please let this not. Can you keep it? It was on my desk for like 3 months. And I was like, I'm not using this thing. They probably pack it into every one of these. And then here we are. Let me get my water. I'm getting dehydrated. Okay. Just calm down, Tina. Just calm down. You can get this off. No panicking. I don't want to keep stuff in my... I got it. I don't want to keep crap in my room. You know? Thanks, TWLOHA. Your name is pronounced Duke. Gotcha. Thank you. You're Chinese, Vietnamese American, vegetarian, hetero-romantic, sex-averse, cis, asexual ace, he, him, and a caring Pisces. Love that. I'm a Taurus. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. They only give it to you in the fancier kits. Ugh. A shame. All right. Okay, I need to make sure I'm doing this right on this side. Do you like doing Legos? I hope you like Legos, because we're doing that today, Duke. And thank you for the correction as well on the pronunciation. Okay. God, I hope this is right. I think so. And now I need tiny little brown things. Okay, you found out, but you kept yours. You keep the boxes. I am so averse to having stuff. I'm like, okay, if I'm not going to use this in 6 months, I'm going to get rid of it. Put a little brown things on now. Oh. Hold on. Ah! It's all coming down now. Doesn't my piranha plant have a handy little bank I could have kept it in? I'm only going to put money in that thing. So when I get a money, I'll put it in there. Okay. Everything's falling apart. Ah! I got my notes here for the charity. I got the other bag here. In 15 minutes, I need to get my dog. I have to get my dog at 5:30. At 6 o'clock, the train's coming over. And we're doing a raid train to support the To Write Love in Our Arms organization. So everybody else is going to come over today at 6 o'clock. So I want to be up here by like 5:45, hopefully. So I hope Stella doesn't get into my Legos. That would be so upsetting, honestly. My dog. Thank you so much for pinning that, you, and I appreciate it. That's what I'm building today. I'm building an orchid today. She's just going to crunch on them. Hi, Genpo. Good to see you. Yeah, that's Tiny's house. I can't evict Tiny. Yeah, one whole money when I get it. I'll put it in there. You sleep? Okay, have a good sleep. I'll try not to wake you up. All right, we're gonna need some weird pieces. Whoa, okay. Step 4. Weird. I'm making a bug. Why am I making a bug? This planter looks like a giant broken egg. It kind of does. Just like arrange it sort of like that. There we go. These botanicals look nice. If you buy one, can I send it? Can you send it to me to put it together? I mean, maybe. Would you want me to send it back? Let's see if I can get these little things together before the dog's got to get down here. I bet they got this in here. I need a square that's gray. I tell you. Oh, I found it. Great. Yeah, I'll also be giving my dad his pain medicine at 5:30 as well, because I want to make sure that that kicks in before the nurse gets here, in case they have to turn him around. What's all this? Disney Pixar. What is Luxo Jr.? Oh, it's the light. It's the little light that bounces around. Oh, and then y'all told me that they're gonna do, I think Sam said they're about to do a Pikachu thing. And speaking of Pikachu, hey, Chicago folks, Pokemon is gonna make this like exhibit that compares like Pokemon skeletons to like real life dinosaur skeletons, and that sounds very cool. And I'm very jealous. Okay, we gotta make a bug now. Saw a new spider in my bedroom today. One of my my goals for 2025 is to not kill any spiders this year. So Luxo, oh, is the ball with the star on it? Really? I thought it was the hopping lamp from DreamWorks. Am I wrong? It's next door? So are you tired because you're worried there's gonna be a lot of foot traffic? But you gotta go. You gotta go. Oh, and of course, Duke, thank you for coming by. Yeah. You checked the fundraising page. Everyone's killing it, right? So happy. Oh my gosh. I as a party, as like a team, we've raised a whole bunch of money. I think like $3,000. Oh my gosh, and the ad break is about to start, folks. I just want to let you know. Oh, gotta get that in before it starts. The ad break is about to pop off. Check at least you're living in Nerd City. Okay, now I need to find little beige kind of nipply things. Okay. You'll be fine. You're not really a Pokemon person. I bet your niece or nephew, it would be like fun auntie activities, I think. Okay, we need it to hold this little cup. Okay, cup activated. Google says Luxo Jr. is the lamp. Pixar has a lamp too? That's just called the Pixar lamp. What is the truth then? Because Google says Luxo is the lamp. Speaking of Nerd City, you forget the Weave convention is coming near you. Is that Dragon Con? I think that's in your neck of the woods. Now, when you say the nerd convention, I think of Otakon, which is like a Maryland one. Which my cousin wrote my dad a very nice letter, read it to him and everything. It was very beautiful. And one of the things he thanked my dad for in the letter was, you know, taking him to Otakon so many years ago and all that stuff, getting to spend time together. The ball is Luxo. And then maybe the lamp is Luxo Jr. Yeah. Interesting that the ball gave birth to a lamp, but we love it. Now you have to close the tab because look at this. Oh, a puppy. That is too cute. Is it articulated? Oh, you just get different puppies. Whoa, that's wild. Yep, this is dangerous, Ewan. It's dangerous. Momocon. I don't think I've heard of Momocon before. Dragon Con, I think, is in your neck of the woods. And also, I think it's like a D&D focused one. So, Kayla, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here. Thank you again for the support. And remember, your thoughts are not always true. It's always good to examine what's going on in the coconut to make sure that you're not being fooled by negative thoughts, especially after 10 p.m., let me tell you. At 10 p.m., I don't make any decisions. And I don't take anything seriously. Because, like, that's just toothbrushing time for me. Anything beyond that, no critical decisions, no critical thoughts about myself, none of that. Because it may not be true. So you're doing so much better than you had been for so long with the chronic health stuff. I remember that. I remember your journey with that. And you got a dog. I love that. What is the dog's name? Oh, hold up. Hello. Hello. My mom did call. Okay, I guess I should come down and take care of my pop. I do want to know, because, you know, the train's going to be rolling in at 6 from all the other Firekeepers and Dragon Clan folks. So, 9 p.m. Oh, yeah. 9 p.m. is still planning time. Your dog's name is Bimini. Is it named after Bimini Bon Boulash? At all? Or what's the Bimini about? Is it Bimini Bon Boulash? The UK drag queen? Because that would be wild. Momocon is usually during... You don't know who that is? Oh, you gotta tell me what Bimini is. But Bimini Bon Boulash is a UK drag queen that I think won Drag Race? I don't know. A UK Drag Race, she was a fashion queen. Just like fashion embodied, personified. It was wild. I haven't kept up with Bimini. Bimini's an island that your partner grew up in the Caribbean. Oh, love it. That is even cooler. Oh, you learned of a UK drag queen called Elevade. I know, she's got a great name. Elevade. It's fashion indeed. Okay, y'all. I gotta take us to the break screen. And I'll turn up the music, but I will see you all when I am done bringing my dog upstairs and giving my dad his pain meds. So I'll be back and we can keep talking about mental health and hopefully building somewhat of an orchid. Are you happy, girl? Are you a happy girl? So the baby's here and she's all splooted out. You see this new, yeah, she's a little cute petite. Hopefully she will not come over here and try to eat any Legos. I am back. Gave my dad his pain meds. And his anti-anxiety stuff, which also helps with nausea, I should say. Can you get some of my Minecraft breakfast skillet? Yeah. I got the crema on here. I got some little, potato mess going on. Got some onions and peppers in here. Some, I don't know what this would be, honestly. But yeah, you can get some of that. Minecraft breakfast skillet. Alrighty, so Stella's gonna be here with me while one of the nurses are here to help take care of my pop. So I'm trying to catch up with what happened on the break. What happened? What happened? What is this? How much did I miss? Okay, I see where I left off. Okay. The Millennium Falcon Lego set is $700. Doesn't surprise me. Those Lego sets are like the OG, like adult toy. Not adult toy, but like the OG fantasy thing. That's what folks really love. That's what made Lego big, I think. I mean, maybe not that, but like, I think that's what made it so that it's cool to like build Lego stuff, no matter how old you are. Oh, you know Clan from Bunny's Place? Heck yeah. Love it, Duke. You were planning to 3D print a falcon at one point. That sounds like a lot of work, though. You saw a minus Tirith set from a different brick manufacturer the other day. It had more than 100,000 pieces, and the price was like $4 to $5 grand. That sounds outrageous. Imagine if you bought that and it was missing a piece. Yeah, like a critical hinge piece or something, When you went to Chester Cathedral recently, they had a Lego model of the building inside. That was about that kind of scale. That's really cool. I love that. Not gonna lie, if I was gonna get a Lego, it'd be this one. Let's see. What the hell is that? Recreate a detailed replica of the world's most famous supersonic commercial passenger plane? Is this a real plane? Tiltable droop nose and visor. Okay. You posted to Discord once where a guy made a Lego duplicate of Stardew Valley. That was really cool, yeah. That was pretty... Yeah, not the like was that like an Amazon thing or a Sony thing? Concord? I remember that. There was that. Okay. The big brown circles look like cookies. These little things? Or maybe this is like a cookie. Looks tasty, huh? Still is on guard just in case the dung eater shows up. Exactly. Yeah. I'm too young for Concord. What do you mean? Oh, this passenger ship? Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. Maybe. I don't know what this is. I don't know nothing about planes. You think I'm a plane person? Do I look like a plane person? My mama would know. Because she was a flight attendant, so. The Concorde was a dope plane. They retired them in 2000. What if my mom ever flew on some? That'd be in like the 70s or 80s maybe. That she might have flown, so I don't know. What am I building? Let me show you. Today we are building this lovely Lego mini Orchid. How about that? You like my multicolored dress? When you were younger, you had a button-down long-sleeve t-shirt with similar... Oh, sorry. Is it a long-sleeve shirt? Oh, a long-sleeve shirt with similar colors that you nabbed from the women's girl section. Smart move. Honestly, I mean, is the shirt going to be like, what's your gender? Shirt's not going to be like, sorry, oop, body rejected, As long as it fits and it's cool, good on you for wearing bright colors. I love bright colors. If I could have button-down shirts like this, I would. There was a Concorde with a nose tilted down. Otherwise, the pilots couldn't see past it. That's wild. Okay. Oh, no worries. That's fine, Duke. I figured like a button-down shirt is what you were talking about, right? They used to do a lot of transatlantic flights. I mean, my mom went everywhere, so... It does look very space shuttle-like, Omaru, yeah. Back in my day... Ewan, that is a colossal mislink. Back in my day, this is where we scissored links to the Dalmatians puppy. Okay, I'm glad I saw that. I don't know if anybody else did, but that made my day, Ewan. Thank you for it. The Concorde get you from New York to London in 3.5 hours. So why did they discontinue it? Was it like killing people? So we're up to step 5. There are about 33 steps. I might be able to do this. So we're gonna wrap up today at 8 o'clock because that's when the baby. Oh. That's when my Ray Train slot ends. But I can always continue this another day. Okay, we need these delicious little pieces. Mmm, chocolatey. Delicioso. So, I'm assuming you get it like a so. Yeah, you leave like 2 pieces open. Okay. Get this going. Delicious cookie pieces. Her little face, is she not the cutest little baby? You know what? I'm glad she likes hanging out with me up here. There used to be a time where she like could not abide by it. She was like, I don't want to hang out with you, you dork. Or I don't want to hang out with you when I can hang out with any of the other human beings in this house. And now she seems to have really taken well to chilling in my room. This dog does love me, and she's like my little buddy and pal, and she'll hang out with me like during the day when I'm working on stuff, but at night she's like, I would rather be watching Star Trek with the parents. So it was too expensive to fly due to fuel. Too expensive to maintain, that makes sense. And it was not fuel efficient, okay. It never crashed though. Okay. You do remember when she'd hang out for 40 minutes until my dad came home and she's like, I'm out. Bye, loser. I'm out. Yeah, she'd like start crying and stuff. It was so funny. Scraping at the door like, this woman has me captive. Get me out of here. Okay. So for these, we're making, oh, this is the base. The base, the round shiny base. I see. Oh, there was a big crash in 2000. The Air France flights. It was a Concorde passenger jet, which crashed, killing everyone on board and 4 people on the ground. Wow. It was the only fatal Concorde accident during its near 30-year history. I'm getting a lot about Concorde planes today. She used to do that, yeah. Stella used to pee on the blanket, and we don't like that. We didn't like that. Does it go like this? It super doesn't. Wait, hold up. Flip it upside down. Put my thing down, and then I flip it and reverse it. It does go like this, I think. Okay. Getting these nice little curly pieces. Like so. Like so. Okay. Very nice. I'm just glad Stella doesn't want to soil my new blanket. Thank goodness. Hello? There we are. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? All right. Heck yeah. Now, we're gonna need these big boys. 4 of them. I can't but notice they only give you like they'll only give you extras of the tiniest pieces. They're like, if you lose this, that's on you. That's really on you. You know? Yeah, Stella just wants to lie down and be a sausage. Exactly. Okay. We're gonna need more chocolate bar pieces. Okie doke. So kind of like this. And then like that. This looks like some kind of little cookie, you know? God, am I hungry? I had chicken parmesan. I shouldn't be hungry. Thank you, by the way, Clamp, for that gigantic emotes. Hold on. This was 16 minutes ago, so I have to see what this was. Let me scroll up. It looks like a character from like Final Fantasy IX sipping champagne. I love it. In Centauri, I think that's amazing that you're going to go to Bimini this August, especially since we're just talking about Bimini. And what a cute name for a dog, right? Okay, it's wild that people were worried about the amount of fuel the Concorde needed, and now we're sending rich people into space with rockets that emit so much carbon per passenger, right? Yeah. Yeah. Chicken parm. It was good. It was good. It was a gift from my mom's yoga students who wanted to buy my mom dinner for my dad's birthday so that we could, you know, spend our time with Pop today instead of, was I saying it like this? Excuse me? Oh, there is a thing that links in. That makes sense. Okay. Spend time with Pop instead of having to make food and stuff. Oh, Squall is from 8. I'm sorry. I haven't played it. I know Squall from Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I'm sorry. Eat if you're hungry. I've been skimping. I did eat. I think I'm good. I'm not like hungry now. I had a whole bunch of stuff, but I just keep thinking that things are food. So that's my fault. Let me do this before the raid train arrives. Thank you for making a giant weird door. Appreciate it. We need to hook this thing up. So it's like this. Gotta get our little squares squamped together. Squamping is important. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That surely is something. And now I need 2 little red guys. Where's my little guy? Here's my little guy pot. Perfect. You know, I thought the same thing when I first saw that. Does it look donut-ish? Yeah. It's a totally normal door. I'm pretty sure that's not what the text says. But you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't hover over it today. Squall is the most handsome pixel face in the academy. Is that so? Is Final Fantasy VIII set in an academy? How about that? Okay, we got these little guys in here. It doesn't feel like it's super secure, but this next chocolate block will make it so. So, kind of like that, I think. Great. Oh no. Nope. Great. Perfect. Oh, he's at a school for child mercenaries. That's very fantasy game, yes. To training school. Makes sense. We are blazing through this, y'all. Blazing through it. Now, I need some tall, skinny pieces. You know, I remember when we were building the piranha plant, I was like, why don't they just make the brick larger? Why do I have to put like 80 bricks together? Just make a bigger brick. But then it's like, I guess you wouldn't really be doing much, would you? If you're just using a big brick. It's like not as interactive. But why is this one upside down while the other ones were right side up? That is a little ridiculous, to be honest. That's okay, I can manage it. It's a big old mercenary school, but also so homely. Now, when you say homely, do you mean like as in antithetical to handsome? 2+, that's what I need. That's what I need. I need to be 10 pieces max. Yeah. Jabba lives in the basements? It's like the Fire Emblem Military Academy. Wild. That is wild. Big baby Tina building her Dubo. I never got it when I was a kid. I was like, okay, you just put bricks together. Wild. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh, it's like a checklist. I see you. Oh, British people use homely to mean home-like. I see. Okay. You meant homely as in it makes you warm and comfy inside when you hear the theme song. I see. Okay. Okay, I hope that... God, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm never getting this apart ever again. Not gonna happen. I have to put this thing in a blender to separate it. And it would be in more than 2 pieces. I can guarantee you. But also, yes, Squall is handsome. Apparently, according to the GIF. Yeah. So this is together now. And it never shall be apart. I was thinking, I was like, should I save my piranha plant box so that if I ever don't want it, I can disassemble it and like resell it? And I was like, I'm not taking that thing apart. I'd have to throw that thing from like a multi-story building to take it apart, I think. Okay, so we're putting more pink together. This is the easy part, but you know, sometimes it just gets too fun and I'm clicking things together and it's like, you weren't supposed to do that. That thing doesn't go there. And it's like, oh, okay. Time to leave. Forever. Okay, so this goes here like this. And it better be right. Okay. This I think would be easier to separate, honestly. This goes like that. And then we need some of these little knobbly bits for this too. Oh, you like Connects, did you, growing up? My brother loved Bionicles. He was obsessed with Bionicles. They had a cool story, too. So that was definitely a part of it, was like how interesting the story was. They were smart. Lego was very smart. They were making money. Because they were like, yeah, just like use the same molds, but make it, this guy's red or something. And we'd gobble those things up. That was like instead of an allowance, my brother would get like some bionicles now and then. And it's just like, good job. Please continue to stay in school. You love bionicles, but you didn't have any. But you did have Zoids, which do sound amazingly cool, yeah. You think part of it is Final Fantasy VIII being your first Final Fantasy and your first big RPG, so you really love it, yeah. I see. And what are Mechano sets? Your dad had some of those. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. Mechano. Okay, so this is gotta be like this. And then we can put this thing here. I think. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. I will cry. I will have to consult the services of mental health professionals. It would be nice to get back to therapy this year. I did therapy. Was that last year or the end of last year, the beginning of this year? It was great. I loved doing therapy. It was wonderful. Until they told me that they had messed up and they didn't actually take my insurance. So, that was last year. Man, I miss it so bad. It was so good. Also, looks like the ad break is going to start soon, folks, which will be great. We're going to get that out of the way before the Raiders come by. You're nagging me about it in New Year's? Yeah, I do want to get back to that this year. That would be so great. Envisioning Tina observing Adia serving during the parade cutscenes. Automod can have this. There's no other way to say it. Okay. Yeah. I usually say like stunt, but it doesn't. It's just a little sideways thing. Morphinius, good to see you. Welcome on in today. Life is treating me well. I've had a lovely day. We're celebrating my dad's birthday today. Raising money to write Love on Her Arms. We've already hit my goal of $100, which I am just so delighted by. Thank you all so much for helping me hit that. I appreciate that. That's gonna go to a great place. I was telling you about to write Love in Her Arms earlier, but one of the things I was shocked by is I think they've like distributed something like $4.3 million. Like they've put that to use to for both like inpatient needs and outpatient needs for folks who are working with the organization. And they've done over like 32,000, about 30, I think it was like 31,900 and something, but almost 32,000 hours of therapy service they have done. They have helped out with 32,000 hours of service. So that was incredible for folks who like can't afford it, you know? So pretty darn remarkable. How are you, Morphinius? You wish me to share my cameo with Papa K just so he has the knowledge that Tina had to explain who the dung eater was. I will tell Pop about it after the show. I'll tell Pop. Pop, you wouldn't believe it. The dung eater showed up and then got banned by Jeff Bezos on my stream. Might be a little confusing for my father, who is at this point not verbal anymore, but you know. Maybe he would enjoy hearing from the dung eater. Who knows? Happy birthday, Pop K. Congratulations for all the reasons and then some. A great human being and a father to a very nice human as well. Thank you for that, Morphinius. You are going to make me cry. And I am not wearing waterproof mascara. I apologize, by the way, if any of these cameras are a little stuttery. This is obviously not Tiny. Tiny's not operating this camera. This is my two old C920s I bust out just for the stuff. Yes, you hadn't heard an update lately. Well, you know, it's the natural progression of things, and my dad is such an incredible fighter. My dad was first diagnosed with cancer when I was in high school, and has kicked its ass 4 times since then. 4 times. Pretty amazing. My dad has been a fighter, a survivor, the epitome of human resilience and the fighting spirit and all that. So my dad is pretty darn incredible. It is great, right? So lots to celebrate for my pop, certainly. He's a real G, yeah. So, and I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to bring folks down about it, but I just sort of focus instead on, you know, the wonderful moments I get to share with him, all the great times we've had together. That's mostly what I've been doing when I sit down with my dad. Even when he's resting, I'll just be like, Pop, do you remember how in order to help me get through high school, because like I said earlier, high school was a very hard time for me because of the depression. I was like, I just didn't want to go, and often didn't go because I was so depressed. But to get me there, he would play Bill Shatner's Tambourine Man on the cassette player about 2.5 or 3 times until we arrived at the front door of my high school. And we would like sing along and do like little hand dances to the song too. That's what got me through high school. That and my dad always sneaking a payday bar into my lunch after my mom had packed a very healthy lunch. My dad would then put in a payday bar and I would eat it during tech ed class every day. And I'd be like, okay, I can live. I can live. I can make it through. So when all words fail, please know that we appreciate you and your family very much. Thank you, more Phineas. I appreciate that. We are building a lovely mini orchid. Let me show you. Yeah, this is what this thing's going to look like. Right now, I'm making the base of it currently. That's a dad right there. Yeah, real big dad energy, I tell you. So, he's a fantastic pop. I could not ask for anyone better, honestly. And so glad I had him to show me, like, well, this is just how you do it, you know? This is how you show up. My dad always showed up. He always shows up, I'll say. Don't like using the past tense. Not yet. Anyway. Yellow things. Very long yellow Legos. And I need some little tiny guys as well. Tiny square guys. That is so cute, right? Yeah, man. I've been sharing so many great memories with my dad as I'm looking after him. I did share with him my one regret in life. Did I tell you all about this already? Again, I think this was like middle school or something. Did I tell you about my one regret? Like something that I actually do think about all the time. And it's not it's not that I didn't make a move on that gal in middle school. Although, I mean, that's sort of looking back and going, well, I could have done that better, but not a big regret or anything. Was it not slapping Bill Shatner? That's more related to my mom, who heckled Bill Shatner, but... Oh, true! True, Darkstar Slayer. Just a gentle reminder, but get your protein shakes or gluestone to anyone who hasn't eaten today. Smart idea. So smart, Darkstar Slayer. I have those in my room right over there. If I can't make it downstairs for a snack around, like... Yeah, I probably will just have one during the show. I put 2 in the fridge so I can try them cool. Not the legs girl. Yeah, it's not the legs girl. Okay, so my big regret in middle school, and this does tie into mental health, was I had a great time with my group of friends. We did, I don't regret that, obviously. We did this little performance of Hamlet. We were supposed to like create an original opera scene for our final project in chorus class. And folks, you know, a lot of folks they just did the assignment. But my friends were theater kids, okay? So these theater kids were like, no. We gotta paint backdrops, we gotta wear costumes. We're going to redo all of Hamlet, but as a musical. We're gonna make original songs and do choreography. We did all that. I don't regret that at all. I don't regret spending time like painting the backdrops and stuff. That was pretty cool too. But for the longest time, my one regret was that we used the Kelly family coffee table that was in my grandmother's house in Virginia that had my dad and his sister's names carved into the bottom of it. We used that table on stage when we were doing our Hamlet performance because, like, where are we going to get a real table? So we just used a coffee table. It was a coffee table. So we all, as little girls on stage doing this Hamlet performance, you know, sat around the coffee table and pretended like it was a real table. And I was supposed to go back and get it. My dad took me back to the middle school. It was like the end of the semester. And my anxiety got me. I was so anxious. I felt it welling up inside me. I was like, God, not back at school again. I don't want to be back at school again. I don't want to be here right now. I never want to be here. I just want to go. And, you know, my dad drove me the whole way, and I didn't even tell him before we got there, but it was just welling up and building and building. And I finally told my pop when we got there, I was like, Dad, I just can't do it. I can't go back inside. And he didn't fight me on it. I mean, I think he was maybe a little confused, but he didn't say, like, why not? Or, like, you know, oh, it's only just this and that. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't do anything. He just said, okay. And we drove back, and we didn't get the coffee table. So here I am in my 30s. I'm gonna be turning 34 on Sunday, okay? And, like, frequently, I think about this moment. Frequently, I'm like, I gave away a family heirloom. I ruined everything. You know, I have shamed my family name. I think about this moment frequently. And my dad was just like, it's okay, sweetie. I told him about it. I was like, Pop, it's my one regret in life. And I told him about it just like 2 days ago. I was like, yeah, I think about this all the time, Pop. And he was like, it's okay. All he said was, it's okay. It's all he could, you know, manage at this point. But he did say it's okay. And I was like, I felt so much lighter, you know? Sad Tina lore, but happy story because, like, I'm never gonna have to worry about that again. Somebody at my middle school probably walked away with a quality wood table with all my aunt's names carved to the underside of it, and I hope they enjoy it because my dad said it's okay. So, hi Black Beast, good to see you. All right, so that was me yapping. I gotta catch up. So I'm really happy I have a wonderful, supportive family that's looking out for me and is okay with me giving away a table. And then when I was telling my mom about it, she was like, and where would we have put that table anyway? It was like too long for the living room. And we always banged our shins into it when we visited my grandma for Christmas and stuff. So a beautiful segue you're going to use for sure. Anyway, yellow things. Yeah. You've been blending up some peanut butter, banana with oat milk milkshakes. That sounds really good. I got to get back into milkshakes. Love milkshakes. And you just bought your friends some of these while they've been struggling with eating during a depression episode. Yes, I put these Nuri protein shakes on my wish list because Jess, one of our wonderful community members, told me about it. And I was like, it's a protein shake. How different could it be from other protein shakes? And it tastes so much better. So imagine seeing me sing in chorus. I know in this house we have videos of me singing in chorus for my winter recital because my dad was there with a camcorder every recital and every basketball practice. And we have a video in this house of me making the winning shot for the end of the season basketball game. I don't think we won the playoffs, but I do have a trophy. So there's that. There was a band in the early 90s, early 2000s called Kelly Family. I don't know about them. That sounds interesting though. The witching hour. Oh, it's almost time for me to take my meds. I should do that. I should take my meds. Oh my goodness. You bet it's sitting in some 30-year-old's living room. Yeah, do you think somebody else took that that coffee table? I hope so. I hope somebody's taking it. And I hope today, I hope that like the day my dad was like, it's okay, that they suddenly felt lighter too, you know? Wouldn't that be amazing if they're like, is it okay that I took this? And if for some reason, like 2 days ago, they're like, never mind, it's fine. I hope they looked at the underside of that table and were like, who are these people? You know? It might be at the school. You know, maybe I'll go back to the middle school and be like, hi, I left my table here. I can prove that it's ours because it'll have my aunt's names on the underside of it. Hi, Gish, good to see you. What a lovely thing. Your mom has been like that for you a few times. You're like, oh God, I ruined it all. Just knowing that acceptance and support is there is a huge relief. Yes, yes. I even put something like that in my Mother's Day card to my mom, so... Oh, did Papa K have corny dad jokes? My dad was a literal stand-up artist. Literally did stand-up, literally won the Gong Show with his comedian troupe. He has a lot of jokes. My favorite joke was one I did not know was a joke. You'll always be jump scared by the Meds alarm. I'm so sorry. If I don't have the alarm, I won't take it. My dad's favorite joke is one I didn't know it was a joke until high school. My dad would always say when we were like looking at organic food, because my mom was getting really into organic foods and stuff. You know, when I was growing up, because she wanted to take good care of the family and eat the right stuff. She always wanted to make sure she was doing the right thing. Oh, I didn't put the little gold bits on this thing. So my dad was like, organic, whatever, you know. Although he grew to, he was obviously, whatever mama wanted, mama got. So if it was organic food, he would buy the organic food. And he would never be derisive towards my mom. Oh no. Absolutely not. So my dad would always say, you know, organic is just Latin for more dirt. You know, it's just Latin for more dirt. Or dirt, organic, more. You know, whatever. More dirt. I thought that was real. I thought that breakdown of Latin was the truth. Because why would my dad lie to me about that? Like, I didn't get that it was a joke. Because he said it all the time when we're looking at organic stuff. Just like the same way when my mom is always looking at galvanized steel products. She's like, oh, don't put that in the garden because it could leach all these metals. And so I'm like, okay, mom, sure, okay. Whatever you say, you got it. It's just something that he always said. And so I was like, well, it's true. And then cut to high school. I'm like 16, 17, 18. I am almost an adult. You know, I can almost like drive, although I can't. And I can almost vote, right? like a grown person, still forming my brain, still thinking that organic is Latin for more dirt. And one of my friends was in Latin class, taking courses, learning Latin. And I'm like, oh, Latin? I know Latin. You know organic means more dirt? And he's like, no, it doesn't. And I was like, you calling my dad a liar? My dad? Are you saying my dad would lie to me about this? And I like argued him into a corner and made him accept the fact that organic meant more dirt. And then I went home like, really showed that jackass anyway, dad. So I finally explained to this guy that organic means more dirt. And my dad like turned white, red, and then started laughing. And I'm like, what? Why are you laughing? He had to explain to me that it did not. I don't know if I ever apologized to my friend. I think I did the next day. I was like, ah. So, as it turns out, I was wrong. And that was a joke. Anywho. Yes, that's actually legit my dad. That is actually my dad in his iconic outfit from the Gong Show. And folks dressed up as my dad for like one of his birthdays. Jackie, thank you so much for hanging out. Switching to mobile, we'll see you over there. That joke combo and my reaction makes it even funnier, yeah. You know what? You just had a thought. If I had an animated emote slot available, I could add Rare Dad. I would love to do that. Oh my goodness, Mr. Deviation, welcome on in. I am talking about mental health, raising money, of course, for To Write Love in Our Arms, and building this lovely Lego, this lovely Orchid today. Just talking about my pop. I've been taking care of my dad a lot lately. So of course he is on my mind. And look at this. I am very... Don't ask anybody about what the word organic means, okay? I don't want you folks knowing that I was a fool for a good 16 years of my life thinking organic meant more dirt because my dad is very funny and made a joke about it. You know, don't worry about that. But welcome in, folks. Welcome, Mr. Deviation. Thank you so much for bringing your folks over. And Arcane James, what's going on? Thank you so much, everybody. And Aura Cosmic Wolf, hello, hello. Ooh, Farming Sam! I am a gardener in real life. I'm growing some of my own veggies, and I love playing Stardew Valley. You gotta tell me about Farm Sim. You gotta tell me about that organic dirt. I need to hear about it. Hi, Ari. How are you doing? What does organic mean? For the first about 16 to 18 years of my life, I thought it meant more dirt in Latin. Because my dad was like making a joke about it. And she's like, oh, why are you paying more for more dirt? You know? And then I found out my dad was a comedian. So me making Legos makes you want to pull your Lego tractor down and build it. I would love that. Please do. I want to see this Lego tractor. Is it articulated? Does it move? I've only ever built one more Lego in my life, and it was a piranha plant that I built on Christmas. Because my dad got it for my brother, and my brother didn't want it. And I was like, I'll take that. I'm a gamer, thanks. Then I found out how tough these things are to do. And Black Beast, thank you so much for the 65 months. I gotta get you a little froggy. Wait. My dog is sleeping. She started kicking her feet. She was doing the doggy thing. It was so cute. Okay. So, let me get you a froggy. My dog will fully sleep through me doing an entire stream. She does not care how much I'm talking, you know. So, for you, Black Beast, just know that your fears do not control you. My fear of dumping Legos into the ground almost controlled me, but I'm not going to let it. You know, I heard something very interesting. I like watching Dropout. It's what happens at College Humor. They decided to do their own thing, and they call it Dropout now. They do this great show called Make Some Noise. No, that's not it. Game Changer, where the rules of the game change every time. And the most recent episode, the rule is to be earnest. Like, don't do any bits. Don't do any jokes. So you have 3 comedians trying not to tell jokes or do bits. One of the questions they were asked is like, tell me something you're working on in therapy. And one of the comedians, Lisa Gilroy, was saying they're working on parts work. So instead of saying like, I'm scared or I'm jealous, she's learning to say stuff like, a part of me is scared, a part of me is jealous, so that she can reframe it so that that one feeling isn't the totality of how she feels. So that might be something to think about this month for you, Black Beast. When it comes to your fears controlling you, just know that even if you are a little bit afraid, just a part of you that's afraid, right? You know? It's not the whole of you. You're still in control. You wish your guinea pigs let you stream with the wheels? That would be so cool. If you ever get that going, I would love to see it. That, right? Isn't that interesting, Gish? The part of you. So like, you know, I'm angry. Well, a part of me is angry. You know, the rest of me might, you know, like if I'm upset at my dog, for instance, for pooping on the kitchen floor. Well, instead of the totality of me being angry with her, a part of me is angry with her, but a part of me is still loves my little doggy very much, even though, oh, without the weeks. I didn't know about these weekends. They like to week. They're like, wink, wink, wink. Is that what they do? I didn't know. Wow, that would be very cute though. They like to week so much. I would love to hear it. You like that idea, right? Isn't that interesting? So I told my mom about that last night. I thought, you know, like, because she was saying, like, you know, I'm scared about what this thing in the future is going to be like. Like, what's the future going to be like? Obviously, you know, after my dad goes, what are we going to do? And I said, well, let's reframe it. You know, let's try to reframe this approach. Let me frame this thing up and show you that we are halfway done this base. Okay. I need to, like, get my booty in motion. Anything to help your brain be your friend and not your rival, right? Yeah. You'll post a picture of the tractor in the Raid Train Discord. Yes! Yes. Okay, so I have, like, no space here. I don't know if you can see this, Mr. Deviation. Don't look at the dirtiness of the keyboard thing. It's very dirty. Okay. But, I have, like, a foot by maybe 2 feet for just a keyboard to fit on here. And I push the keyboard back and I'm building it here with one camera pointed at my desk and the other one on my monitor. So not a very high-tech setup, but if you got like 1 foot by 2 foot space, I think you can make it work. You know? Okay, this music is so quiet. Let me turn it up a bit. Thank you all so much for coming over. I'm Tina, by the way. I don't have like a raid video or anything like that. It's usually just me yapping. But I play a variety of games. I like playing difficult games like the Souls games. I like playing weird games like 13 Sentinels and the Metal Gear franchise. Anything Hideo Kojima makes, I'm gonna have to play. Honestly, that dude is wild. I like playing stuff like Stardew Valley too. So I've had my eye on Farming Sim. I want to know what you like about it, Mr. Deviation. I am very, very intrigued by it. Hope you're doing amazing. You're harvesting carrots today. Love that. Love, love, love that. Your dad once got a new golf bag for Christmas, Larry. So you asked him, what are you going to do with the old bag? And he said, I'm going to keep your mother. That is wild. That is wild. Did she like the joke or did she not get to hear that one? I don't love the Dead Space franchise. But I do like horror games, so don't let my community hear me say that because then they'll make me play more. But I kind of do like them. I did a presentation recently on the grotesque in Bloodborne, so I enjoy horror elements, but I don't like being jump scared. It makes me upset. And I do like building Legos. Everything, how chill it is. You're partnered with Giants in Love. You're partnered with Giants, you love what they do. But mainly how chill and the freedom you can have with it. Love that. Love that. Oh, this looks complicated. Oh, I better not snap this in before I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing though. Let's hope that's right. It's wrong. Oh my god, immediately. Okay, that's fine. Don't panic. It's okay. Okay. Oh, your mom didn't hear the joke? Probably for the best. Probably for the best. I need to not commit to punching these little guys in here because one day I'm gonna regret it. This orchid's like $70 Canadian. I got it at Costco on sale. This thing could not have been more than 45 bucks. US dollar reduce. It was potentially even cheaper than that. Okay. Time to arrange this little wafer. I'm going to assume it goes across the yellow lines. Like so. Okay. Oh my gosh, of course, Mr. Deviations. Feel free to lurk or head out. I totally understand it. Definitely do your bio stuff. Get a snack. You know, do all that jazz. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for the follows too. I appreciate you. Usually on Thursdays, I'm playing Sea of Stars. So very rarely do I get to crack into one of these fun little Legos. I'm not like a Lego streamer. I'm more of a playing video games and gardening outside streamer. I'm happy you all get to join me for this special stream. I am celebrating my dad's birthday, which is today. And just so happy to do all this great charity work. So don't worry, you made the mistakes putting together IKEA furniture lately. Oh no, what did you do? What did you do? How'd you goof that up? Man. I did that once when we were building the deck furniture and it was not good. I think I put something on completely backwards and had to disassemble the whole thing. Alright, we gotta put these little guys on here, I think. Except, no, I'm doing this right. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's going in though. Hello? Wait, hold on. Can I get some paw action going on? Hold on. Tilting this so we can see the pawsies. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see my dog. She's shaking her little paws around. It's very cute. It was a filing cabinet. You put the top and bottom in the wrong order. Easy to fix though. That's good. No, I don't, Minnie. Stop it. That makes me nervous. When you first stumbled upon my slot, you thought I was doing a cooking stream. Honestly, with all this meal prep, I'm not surprised, right? I have done cooking streams. It is my birthday. Well, no, it's my birthday on Sunday, not Saturday, but still. How is this not working? Oh, maybe you gotta do it like, oh. Sorry. If you're new here, I'm a very high-strung person. But I do like to have a good time sometimes. When I can manage it with my, oh god. It's all coming apart now. It's okay, we can fix this. There's no mistake too big, okay? You can fix this. Here we go. You know what's weird? I thought the 15th was a Wednesday for sure, Keen. God, the freaking dropsy doozies over here. Okay. But I do cooking streams. I do gardening streams. I love to be outside of my garden. It takes a long time to set up is the one thing. Someday I want to make that a little more efficient. We are done part 1. And look how close we are to the end. So we're over halfway through. That's amazing. Now I gotta build the actual orchid. I'm so much more relaxed these days than it used to be. This is very true as well. 100%. Ooh, some night clown protection. Thank you for that. You know, night clowns love eating Legos. If you're ever missing a piece, it's because night clown ate it. Can guarantee you that. I gotta think about it. Because it really depends on what kind of care my pop needs, Snake, and what we're up to, you know, how the family's feeling, that kind of thing. I would love to. I might have to take a rain check for the Tower Unite stuff, you know. Oh, dang, what happened to Pinecone? Where did they go? Oh, was the baby waking up? Hello. Oh, so sheepies. Oh, sheepies. Rubbing the sheepies out of your eyes. Okay. Sleepy girl. She's a little sleepy baby. Being very cute. Okay. Time for part 2. Wow. I'm so glad I started this at 4 so that when you all got here from the raid train, the Firekeeper and Dragon Clan raid train, it can be like, look, I have something, and not just like, what are colors? I don't know what this is. I wonder if this is difficult for folks who are colorblind. If you have red-green color blindness, this piece might be challenging because that's green and that's red, you know? This is Stella. Yes, this is my baby. She's a Jack Russell Terrier Beagle mix. And she can be a demon sometimes, but I do still love her, you know? Sometimes she poops on the kitchen floor. I'm not really happy about poop particles being in the kitchen, but you know. She's got to do what she's got to do. Oh yes, keep this bag away from babies and children. Don't get this myself. Stella would chew this thing up for sure. Don't do that at home. You never know. It could be bad for your teeth. Also, looks like the ad break starts soon, folks. Just so you know. Keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye on your audio. Okay. We've got some little baggies. And some more assorted parts. I think I'll put some of these... Now, what? Didn't they give me a bunch of these extra things? I'm gonna throw these out. I mean, not right now, because I might need them for this, but like, why do they... So many extra little fingly-fangly bits. All food is poop particles in waiting. That's a good, positive way to reframe that. Stella, you're getting more off camera. Oh, a big yawn. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at it, Mr. Deviation. Let me take a look at this. That's in the Raid Train Discord, right? Okay, let me see. And thankfully you added me as well so I can find it. Let's get into this. That looks cool. Yes. Oh, very cool. You got like London Bridge over here. And a cool little like fighter plane or something. That is sick. That is very cool. Nice stuff. I'm sorry that everybody else can't see it. Oh, baby's getting down. She wants to lay in the ground. It's probably cooler down there. By the way, you've noticed that the clown makeup has been off the rewards options. Yeah, I don't want to put on clown makeup and then have to deal with nurses. I'll bring it back, but I have to interface with people from the real world who are taking care of my dad, and I don't want to go down there wearing clown makeup. I already kind of have like somewhat clownish paint on, but I don't want to like, you know... I only just told somebody from the hospice organization who we've known for like 8 months. I was like, yeah, I play video games for a living. I'm going to be raising money for charity today. And I just let it slip. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned it. And he's like, you can make money playing video games? I should tell my son about that, which is the reaction I get almost every time. Almost every time. I'm like, yeah, sure. Go ahead, tell your son. Ewan, you gotta get yourself to sleep. Okie dokie, have a great rest of your night. Yay, Jen is here. How are you doing, Jen? I'm building an orchid today as we discuss mental health and all that jazz. Celebrate my pop's birthday as well. Yeah, don't tell your son about streaming. Yeah. Don't tell your son about my stream either. I did not mention my stream. I do not want anybody's son watching the stream. I don't want little kids watching, you know, because I talk about some very interesting subjects. Welcome back, Mr. Deviation. Your stuff looks so cool. The tractor, then you got that model plane, and then the London Bridge. Did that take a lot of time? No, we don't mention that, Sam. Anyway. And Coco's here. Hello. Hi, Coco. How are you doing today? Yes, arts and crafts. We're talking about arts and crafts, right? That's what we do, is arts and crafts. And look at this little thing I have crafted. It is a planter, I think, for my beautiful orchid. So I need to get little bowls going now, I think. I think I'm going to use actually our big bowls for this. It's all coming together now, right? So check this out, Coco. This is what it's going to look like at the end. I got this thing at Costco. It was on sale a few months back, right after Christmas. And I was like, Mom, can I please have this as like a belated present? I think it'd be really fun to make on the show. So, isn't it classy? I have a piranha plant as well. I don't really build a whole bunch of Lego stuff. I've only built the piranha plant for Christmas and then this one. And I just think it's really fun. I think I'm going to put it with my actual plants in the background. I occasionally speak in satanic tongues. When? When have I done that? That is quite the talent. So I think this is going to look stunning. So we need a bunch of these little delicious pieces. Put all this in here. I also have my dog with me, but she's off camera now. Also, sorry about this camera being a little jumpy. This is not my usual setup, but I wanted y'all to see my face because I felt like this was weird. This was a weird vibe. If it was just this. So we have some face stuff and then the hand stuff. You have loads of airfix to build and finish in your house. What is airfix? Are those airplanes? You have heard me say hot dog butter with a satanic voice. Not true. I don't know when anybody would have heard me say that. Not true. I'm denying this. Wow, these are so fun. Okay. I get it now. When you can have like a bunch of little sprinkles in your bowl, I get it. Oh, they're plastic model kits. Cool. Very cool. You know, downstairs that basement, when I was cleaning up my basement with my dad, you know, early in January and February and stuff, I found like, I don't know if it was something that was assembled or something that was purchased, but it was like a Star Trek Voyager ship or something. It's just wild, the stuff I'm finding in this space. My folks are Trekkies, of course, so. Alrighty. I need to put together a red and a green, but not all the way. So something like that. Okay. It stops it, thank goodness. Like this. And then I need a yellow. It's not here. Come on now. They make you open up 2 bags just to get these pieces? That's wild. 3 bags, technically. Yes, I'll take a picture of it, to be fair. I think you'd be interested. Building a painting sounds like so much fun. You know, I've been playing a lot of 13 Sentinels, Mr. Deviation, and now I'm like, what if I got into, like, Gundam stuff? Mech suits? I love 13 Sentinels. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. Okay, now we need these things. Okay. Like so. Like this. And that. Gundams have been mentioned. They have indeed. I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos where, like, it's just vibes. It's just, like, showing the cockpit and showing, like, things going, like, like, pew, 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 like, interlocking and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this means, but it looks cool. I don't know what the drama is here, but it looks compelling. Which one of these is the brown piece I need? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Really? Are you sure? Looks like it. Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem right. Hey, it's anime time. Thank you for the anime redemption. Tell me about Gundam. Anybody here build Gundams? You're curious to see whether it's the Voyager or not. It might just be the USS Enterprise. I'm not sure. Okay. We've got ourselves a pot here. Very clearly. Now. It doesn't feel right. You gotta put this thing like this. It feels like this. But why? I'm confused about the brown piece, but okay. Maybe it's like, oh, it's a stake that holds the thing up, is it? Let's see. Oh, it is a stake to hold the orchid up, of course. You wouldn't use a real stake. You'd use a Lego stake. Obviously. Okay. Understandable. Continue. Time for step 17. It's green time, baby. It's time for the greens. Look at this big, juicy bowl of green pieces. Oh, and what are these? Ah, jelly beans? Look at these. Delicious jelly beans. Airfix is similar to Gundam and Gunpla, but Airfix tends to be on real-life aircraft worn civilian planes, right? Other vehicles, boats, planes, trains, etc., etc. That makes sense. Yeah. It might be loose so you can turn it. It's not. But it is interesting. You know. You need to check out Mobile Suit Gundam GQUUUUX on Prime. It's right up my alley. Is it really? How so? Are there like space lesbians? That would be great. Jelly beans? Yeah. Your mouth was watering when I was talking about Voyager. I love that. That's great. Alrighty. Okay, so green stuff. Green stuff. Is it a long green? We got one of these. Some of these. Some of these. A lot of greens. Came with the space lesbians. Hey, if you want to make a good story, you gotta put some lesbians in outer space. I'm here to tell you the truth, okay? There's gotta be lesbians in outer space. Wow, that is the second time I have mentioned that today. It's a lot on my mind, obviously. Oh, the greens in the bowl. Okay, that's what made your mouth water. Yeah. Can confirm. Exactly. Exactly. It's just good storytelling. What have you been playing lately, by the way, Jen? I just heard from our lovely raider who came in, Mr. Deviation, that he's playing some farming sim. So you're going to lurk and chill out. Thank you so much for coming by and telling us about your builds. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to take care of everybody who's on the train and also bring them over where we got to go at the end of this. You always think about space lesbians. I've been thinking about, I've got like at least two narratives percolating at all times. So one is the Cowboys and Dracula's. And the other one is Space Trucker Lesbians with robot vibes, of course. So. Res Evil 7? We were just talking about RE7 the other day. It seems way too scary. Way too scary. I don't know how you played that game. How did you get through it? How did you get through that? Snake, that's a good emoji combo. Dusk Till Dawn? What is that? What's Dusk Till Dawn? Is that Cowboys or is that space? Space Trucker Lesbian Cowboys versus Dracula. Now that's... Because initially I was thinking Space Cowboys. And that's done enough. I think that's done enough. So... Hold on. That is... one of my many alarms. Sorry, I have so many alarms now. Okay. Yeah, I hope the nurse is here now. It's 6:30. Oh, Mexican vampires? Love that. I should watch that. It's Vampires with Danny Trejo, if you recall correctly. That sounds awesome. Okay, we need two of these little smooth boys. Right? We need two little green circles. And we need two of these little clampies. And then we need two little gray boys. Let's put all our little bits here so I don't knock them on the floor. My dog doesn't eat them. That's your old waking up alarm sound. Every time you hear it, you have a moment of like, oh, I'm in a simulation. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should get a different alarm sound. Is it the one with Selma Hayek in it and other hot people? Okay, apparently. See, all you had to do was mention hot people and I'm in. Alright, eventually we'll have to watch From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay. We're doing things. We're adding pieces to pieces. Then we're adding this piece to... I think these ought to come together. Like a succulent leaf. Now, we've never had an orchid in this house. My mom loves growing plants. But she's never had an orchid because they have a lot of upkeep. It takes a lot of care to take care of those little things. She's never done that. Just about everything else. I got Claudel, the cyclamen, over here. He's my real cyclamen that I saved from the trash can because my mom thought she killed him, but he was just hibernating for the winter. You got this. And then I'm going to tell you they're going to make me make it again. I knew it. At least it's pretty easy. This last bit goes like this. With the nubbin in. Oh, what a satisfying click! Is this articulated as well? Oh, it's got gears! Oh my god, listen to this. Gears. Clickety clack. Amazing. From Dusk Till Dawn also co-stars my favorite photo director, Quentin Tarantino. I never seen those movies, so I'm sure it's a delight though. I don't know if I've seen any Quentin Tarantino flicks, honestly. Plastic gear. All right, we've got this bit. Then we got to do this part again. Get these two together, line them up, clip them on like so. Clip them on like so. Did I do this wrong? Did I do this wrong? Did I do this wrong already? Already? Oh, I did it wrong already. No. Oh, and it's a tiny little thing too. Oh, no. All right. Hey, I didn't separate my nail bed. Okay, do it right this time. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm panicking slightly because I threw out the little tool that was given to me in another one of these projects. I threw that out because I never thought I would need it again. And I don't like having things that I don't need in my room. It's also written by him. How about that? Okay, then we get one of these. Okay. It feels so solid with this little button on it. Very, very solid. Earning 200,000 cool points for the unexpected Jetsons reference. Oh, those aren't gears, those are sprockets, of course. Indeed, I was just saying the other day that I think Flintstones was more fun than Jetsons as a kid. Just enjoyed it more. We got some good bones in here. Okay. Meow. What does this mean? Huh? What? Okay. Oh, like this? Okay, be real though. Be very careful. Hold on. Oh, I'm making choices already that I might regret. I think this is okay. I think they're supposed to go on the back ones. Like this. And if not, you know it's about creativity and stuff. What was aggravating about the Jetsons for you, Keen? Selma Hayek's character is the best name. Santancio Pandemonium. That sounds fun. Is that Satanic Panic? You love the Flintstones? It was so cool. What were those little dinosaurs doing? I loved watching that. Dinos doing jobs. It's a living. That was so fun. Used to watch that all the time when it was running on like Boomerang and stuff with my brother. Or reruns on like Cartoon Network and stuff growing up. Part of you isn't feeling the smooth Lego pieces for some reason. Is it like, well, because it's like less Lego-y, right? Oh no, I did it right. Sorry. So I'm always panicking. Okay. Look at this. Very succulent. I think for these flower ones, Manny, they like to do a lot of the soft edges because like nature typically doesn't do a lot of hard edges, you know? Yeah. It was not the first horror comedy you had seen, but the transition with the jail cell scene was incredible. Huh? Malignant. Oh, that sounds scary. Oh, I don't know about that. I hear that The Substance was fun though, in terms of like horror movies. You're so used to the old school Lego sets that the smooth parts throw you off. Yeah, I think they're like, let's make something that would look good in the home and not look too Lego-y. Your favorite Lego pieces as a kid were those tiny rectangles with a computer interface printed on them. Ooh, that sounds cool. Hello, Stella. The baby is here. Making herself comfortable, I guess. Well, isn't that cute? Thank you, Stella, for joining us. Being in the background. Hello, Princess Allie's Kingdom. Good evening to you. Welcome back. Substance was a lot of fun. I heard it was really good. Nisha doesn't do hard edges. What the heck are rocks then? Well, so like a lot of organic matter doesn't do the edges. Okay, we're making tinier leaves next. Ooh, okay. Tiny little leaves. So we're gonna need four of these. Okay. I made some sort of round things. Okay, the round things are here. We're gonna need 8 of these. 2, 3. Look at this little barbell. This is a barbell for me. Since I've stopped doing my physical therapy, I gotta get back into it and just like one more set. Yes, we're doing a Lego Botanical. I'm building this Orchid as seen here. It's gonna be cool. So I think it's gonna be a bunch of fun. I think I'm gonna display it next to my other plants. Let's see. I lost count, so I'm just gonna put all of them here and we'll figure it out. I'm sure that's fine. That might be 8. Maybe not. Give Tiny that barbell! Oh, you're right, Tiny, come here. It's time for you to work out. It's green, like your favorite color. Okay. Go, Tiny. You see that? Lifting weights, getting swole. I'll help you. Here, you just lay back. Okay. It's hard work being a camera mouse, you know? It's very hard work. I'll put Tiny down. Oh, Tiny can sit in the pot. That's great. Watch over things for me, Tiny. Gym rat. Oh my gosh, there you go. Perfect. A little montage. Yeah. Doing all the hard work. Climbing up things. Eating a bunch of the Legos. And then working out. Protein Legos. When are we gonna get Tiny with the barbell emotes? When I get back to physical therapy, maybe we'll do that. But I do like the idea of the rare dad being an animated emote. I'll have to look to see about our animated emotes and see if we can swap anything out, because that would be kind of cute. Put my Pop there, so Pop could be everywhere. Just spread dad around. Okay. Sounds weird when I say it like that. We need a one of these boys, a little 8 one. Looks like the remains of salad with a lot of crouton. Oh yeah. This is all the little spices and stuff and too much oil at the bottom of the bowl when you got a little too fierce with the Caesar salad dressing. All right, we're gonna need to take these little slopes, guys, like so, like this. Here's another slope guy. Here's another slope guy. Boom. Look at that. Already done. I do like croutons. You know, my folks aren't crouton people. I gotta tell you, they're not really much of crouton people. But I like a crouton. I like the texture. I like the texture difference, you know. Tiny is helping, yes. Tiny is doing quality inspection, making sure I didn't just put the wrong piece in the wrong place. Okay. Oh, look at that leaf. Look at that. Ain't she a beaut? When you're a kid, you would get a bag of them and snack on them. Yeah, because they're like seasoned bread. It's basically crackers, right? Croutons are a nice piece of buttered toast. Can't go wrong with that. One of the strays you've taken in, you call him Crouton. That's a great name. Excellent name for an animal. Crouton's a perfect name. I actually think there might be a character called Crouton in the game I'm going to be playing on Tuesday, South of Midnight. I think there's a little character called Crouton, which is excellent. All right, now we flip this sucker over and we're going to get a gray. And we'll do it like this. We got ourselves a gray. We're gonna need a green. Okay. Like so. Snapping it in, securing it, locking it down. Then we need the brown. One of these little wedgies. There you go. You should name a cat Crouton at the sanctuary. Yes. Oh, name it after a bunch of different salad things, like Caesar for Caesar dressing. Maybe one could be ranch, one could be crouton. Captain Crouton does sound like a space pirate. Yes, indeed. Okay, one juicy little leaf is done. Oh my goodness, we're flying through this thing. We're like halfway through this. Okay. Thanks to your support. You do that with kitten litters. Yes, yes. Name it after like a litter of kittens. Just like Caesar, Thousand Island, Ranch. Just a bunch of different dressings. Now I have the munchies for a starchy snack. I was thinking of buying my mom some, she loves those cheese curls. I was thinking of buying her some cheese curls. I'm speed running these Legos. Not even thinking about it. It's just all pure reaction. We flip it over. We put a gray on it. Like so. Imagine calling for your cat and just be like, Ranch. Come here, Ranch. I swear to God, Ranch. I can't believe you peed on the carpet again. I call Stella, my dog, anything but Stella. Like, I call her Stella Bean. Or just Bean for short. Or Pumpkin Pot Pie. Or anything like that. Ooh, Vinny for vinaigrette. I love that. That is great. I think when you have an animal long enough, you just refuse to call them by their actual name. Where is that little brown? Oh, here it is. It's a little brown piece. Perfect. Hot sauce Cholula. You know? Texas Pete. Name a cat Texas Pete. Where you going, girl? You doing good? Yeah, big piece. Sometimes I call my dog Hamburger Helper. I don't know why. Pork Chop. Pork Chop's an excellent name for any animal. Pork Chop. It could be ironic. It could be straight up. Any kind of creature that looks like a pork chop or has a pork chop shaped hair pattern, you know. Oh, enchilada. Taquito, of course, would be great too. A little taquito. All right, Tiny, I need to move you a little bit. Okay. Oh, don't fall down like that. Support yourself. A burrito. Love it. Okay, we got our little leafies here. Get down on it. Thank you. I need to twist this little guy that way. Look, we got our plants! We got our plants! King of the jungle, Tiny, hanging out. It's Fajita, Quesadilla. Great names for animals. Who wouldn't want to hang out with a cat named Quesadilla? I need 3 of these little brown guys. 3 of these little dudes. And then I can get one of the little pivot point guys here. Make sure it's the right one. A cat called Fajita would be great. You have a mama cat named Taco and babies are Guacamole, Pico. I love that. That's very cute. A cat named Crunchwrap. Very cute. Love that. Love that. Crunchwrap is an excellent name for a cat. Crunchwrap Supreme, you stop chewing on that piece of plastic right now, I swear. I think this has to be pushed in further. I'm a little scared. Okay, let me just take it out. I do it to myself, really. Okay, I think maybe I put the wrong side of it in. Because it looks like it should be flush. No, it shouldn't. Okay, great. Check it out for no good reason. All right, hold on. Surgery happening. I think we're good. Okay. Cat called Spicy Beef. Oh, Curly Fry! And your cat is your friend of yours is a cat named Sushi. Taco Cat spelled backwards is Taco Cat. This is true. It is a palindrome. Pico would be such a cute cat name. Love it. Tamale. I love Tamale. Tamales. Start writing these down. We got great. And then you could have, if you got a cat named Stew, like a beef stew, it could be like Tater. Well, I've run out of the good ones. You can't call them celery or carrot, can you? Maybe orange could be carrot, but I don't know if a person's gonna adopt a cat named Carrot. I don't know. Pico is an orange cat. Oh yes, of course. Of course. Alright, step 19 done. Oh, I see. The progress bar. I appreciate that this is a progress bar. I was like, guys, we're almost done when it was almost at the end of this because I didn't know it extended over here. Okay. The fact that the name for a palindrome isn't a palindrome is infuriating to you. Same. Sorry about my tummy, by the way. It's been all burgly gurgly. People rename them, true, because like I guess at that point, the cats, you know, they don't. They're kittens, so they're not gonna respond to anything anyway. Yeah, the progress bar is smart. I wish IKEA did stuff like this. Like, you're almost done, your suffering is almost over. You almost have a couch. Alrighty, we need more of these. Oh, Tiny, get out of there, you're gonna get hurt. Okay. We need a red piece. And then 2 green pieces. Huh? Excuse me? What? Okay, start with step 1. Put the red piece in the green piece, okay? Okay. Then, like, do you put a green piece on there? And then another red piece? I guess so. Another green piece? I hope this is the right thing, because it's gonna be lost now. Is Stella rolling over like a sausage? Stella's doing a stretch. And that's just sausage again. Exactly. She's like a Costco hot dog, just pirouetting over there. Oh no. Tell me I got another. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're okay. Don't panic. It's fine. Most of your cats are adult cats, but it is kitten season, so people are finding them everywhere. The state has a real issue with people dumping animals and refusing to spay and neuter them. You fight with Mississippi for being the poor state. Ugh. So a bunch of little kittens are coming in and they need some help. Stella, don't be showing your tushy on screen. Sheesh, hold on. Dog's tushy. Please don't. Thank you. Hello, babies. Would you like to eat some Legos? Would you like to eat a Lego, Stella? Okay. Is that a no? That's good. Found out one of the ladies that works at the animal shelter you volunteer at is a weeb because she named one of the pups Inuyasha. Love that. That's great. That is hilarious. She's got good taste. I never watched Inuyasha. It just didn't seem like there was enough action in it for me, but I think I was like tuning in at the wrong times because I think that show was actually kind of cool. Well, Sam, you got by Automod. I'm gonna allow it though. Let her lick her butthole, she's just being a dog. So I want you to guess what Automod took offense to there. You're right. You're right. It was that. Yeah. You don't. I don't even need to look it up. Okay. So now, why would being a little dog? Sure. I don't hate doggies. No, it wasn't little doggy. It was lick her butthole. That's what Automod was like. Now, hold on a minute. I know you're not saying this to my girl. It's Tina. I know you don't want to do that. Anyway, ad break is running. I am doing so good. Look at my cool plant, Smee. And also, we've raised over $100. I don't know where to point. Ta-da! Over $100 thanks to this wonderful community to write love on her arms. You just came in on that? I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. Blame Sam. Clink. Look at this. Look at that. We got a real orchid over here. What is this? Oh, okay. Let's see about this dog. Inuyasha. Love it. That is a cute dog. Look at that little doggy and its funny little ears. I love a dog with a funny ear. So cool. You were talking to the baby, but Tina is the baby. You were talking to the dog the whole time? I can't believe this. My dog is upstaging me. Okay, we need more brown things. I'm surprised. I wonder if that nurse came over. I hope. I should probably text my mom. Okay, 1, 2, we need 5. 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're talking about the baby. I see. I'm not a part of this. She's all sausaged out again. Yeah, she's all stretched out like a cow print rug. So we got this. Ow! Pinched me. We got this here. Step 21. There's only like 36 steps, so we are gonna finish this tonight. In the next hour. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, she moved again. Oh, sorry about that. She's just getting comfy. Oh, what the heck? Wild. Oh boy, this is gonna be weird. Okay. Insert this into this. Do that 3 times. 1. Okay. 2. Okay. 3. Okay. And then you gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can probably just do this. Well, it has the number 3 on it? Since when did Lego start printing numbers on it? What? That's wild. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4. And my music went too. Welcome back from the ad break, everybody, by the way. Oh, wait. Did we just hear this one? Oh, gosh, I'm stuck in replay, heck. Do we have a fundraiser goal? We smashed it already. It was $100. I don't want to put too much pressure on folks. So I thought just, oh yeah, sure, why not? You know, $100, and then we like crushed it immediately. Wait, what is this? Oh, I'm doing it. Sorry. He was almost named Jax. I think that's like a character from like Street Fighter or something, right? Look at that. I got a green bean. You're like, no, I call him Dorito already. I love that. Dorito. We got it. I did it. 1-to-1. Look at my green bean. It's just like this person's green bean. It's just like the drawing of a green bean. Perfect. Okay, insert the green bean into this thing. Oh. Wait. What side should be down? Oh, huh? Yes. I don't know, it's kind of droopy a lot. It's pretty droopy. Is this supposed to be so droopy? It looks really droopy. Is my orchid gonna look whack? I really hope not. Are these all supposed to be facing the same direction also? No, that would be impossible, right? Oh god. Should they all be facing the right way? That's facing up, that's facing up, that's not. Mistakes have been made. Okay. One moment. Face up. I will not be embarrassed by you. In front of my friends. Okay, we're good. What set are we building? We are building one of the Lego Botanical set Jay-Z vibes. Check it out. It is the mini Orchid sets. Then it's more of an eldritch tentacle. It is kind of tentacular, isn't it? Alright, step 23 is a lot of tiny green things. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of work. I wonder if I should separate. That's too much. I'm not gonna separate all these green things. We gotta build this thing by the end of by 8 o'clock, okay? We get this done by 8. Face up, bud down. That's the way we like to clown. Okay. Manny, thank you for gigantifying Mara from the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. Tensei franchise. Flower Legos are good decor. I agree, Jay-Z vibes. So agree. I love it. I have a Piranha Plant one. Spectacular. In front of company, Manny. In front of the good people of the Dragon Clan and the Firekeepers. How could you? Whoa, they got a lot of weird ones here. What is that? Did I get a mistake? This looks like a mistake. Looks like a pin got bent. Look at that. You love your piranha plant? Isn't it cute? My brother got that for Christmas this year, and he was like, I don't really want this. I don't really like having like stuff in my room. And I'm like, neither do I, but it'd be fun to build. And so I built it on stream, and I was like, wait, these Lego things are kind of fun. This is kind of cool. I do need to find this little top hat guy, though. Wait, hold on now. Where am I gonna get a top hat? In this economy? Is this it? I don't think this is it. That little top hat doesn't look right. It should be darker and smaller. I don't know, man. Found it! Yay! Tiny little sniffing the Lego plant. Yes, he's gonna like sit up on the Legos and smell the beautiful flowers. I don't know if orchids have a smell. Does anybody grow orchids? You have a piranha plant amiibo. It's one of the two amiibos he actually owned. What's the other one? I would love to know. He does have a heavy head. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit of more structural support. It's engorged. Not. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the Mara emote. Were we put here just to suffer? No. There is always hope. Thanks to write love on her arms, the organization we are fundraising for today. No, we are not put here just to suffer, okay? We're here to have fun and build Legos. If you're ever feeling desperate because maybe somebody in your community is putting giant Shin Megami Tensei emotes in your chat, it's tormenting you. If you're ever feeling desperate, know that there's hope out there. I say thanks, Manny. Thank you for that was like, you had the pitch and I hit it out of the park, you know? The Switch 2 Piranha camera is 30 pounds? That sounds wild. It looks super dope. You remember hearing, though, that it was really low-res camera. Oh, that the Switch 2 camera thing, that it's really low-res? I'm not surprised. I mean, Nintendo's in the business of making toys, so the fact that they were like, let's compromise the quality to make this cute. I feel it, you know. Urbosa. I do love Urbosa. She's fabulous. You think orchids smelling depends on the type. You have a Phalaenopsis, and it does not smell. Okay. Thank you for the giant keyhole guy. I appreciate that. Okay, we need another funny one. Let's see here. Oh, looks like they did check in on my dad. Looks like they closed the door. Okay, good. So they're doing their thing. That's good. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, we got this. Got this little guy. Why did I build this? Oh, okay, I see. I was like, they're not using it in this one scene. Okay, so we gotta take this thing and put a nugget on it. These delicious looking nuggets. I swear to God, these jelly beans. I want this jelly bean so bad, but I'm not gonna eat it. Just gonna snap this piece onto it. This is lovely. I gotta say, this little bud, lovely. It's only a 480p. Oh, wait, there's a 480p. So wait, there's a like a Hori camera. Interesting. That is very interesting. I can't believe they're already making Switch 2 accessories. So this 480p is a Hori one, not the Nintendo original. The proper Nintendo one is 1080p and it's 50 pounds. I see. Okay, the Switch 2 Piranha camera is 640 by 480 and the ordinary camera is 10. Okay, I see. Dog, but I actually don't know. Let me check one sec if you all don't mind. I'm gonna check my texts to see if the nurse has left. I don't know. Okay. Oh, this is from my Uncle Phil. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, I'll have to read that to my mom. My Uncle Phil, one of my dad's best friends, sent over some nice messages about... It said something about Cinco de Mayo or Quince de Mayo or something. Oh, Quince de Mayo, 15th of May. How about that? Okay, because that's today, which is my dad's birthday. Okay. Oh, you think the cameras are going to be more expensive in the US due to tariffs? I bet you're right. But it has Game Boy camera quality and it tanks. Yeah, that would be sick. I would love that. Switch 2 accessories are very expensive, though. Yeah, those tariffs are hitting, huh? Yeah, I didn't know the thing, but I already have peripherals. Are folks buying the peripherals? Oh, maybe all those went up on the shop already, so folks would do like a combo deal. That makes sense. From the Fresh Prince? No, it is not Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince. It is my dad's best friend, whose name happens to be Phil. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this again. Believe it or not, I can't believe I keep getting away with this. Making buds and things on stream. Tax, yeah. Strikes again. Is he bringing pilly amounts of mashed potatoes? I don't know if my uncle... I mean, I think my uncle must have loved mashed potatoes. He was into, apparently, I didn't know this that well about my Uncle Phil until he came over to hang out with my pop last fall. But apparently my uncle was very into, let's say, botanicals. Wicked into botanicals. Mind-altering botanicals. But I bet he loved himself some mashed potatoes, though. Okay, we're gonna get something that looks really weird in here. You're very sleepy. Can somebody fly over and go to work for you? I'm sorry you gotta work even though you're sleepy right now, Jimpo. What do you gotta do today? We got one of these. Look at this. Very natural looking. Very... Look at that. That's wild. He's a real one yet. Apparently. Allegedly. That was also one of my dad's favorite activities too back in the day. I need a barbell! That's what we gotta do on here to make sure this sticks. Let's grab a little barbell. Like so. Ta-da! And now I'm gonna put some tiny little buds on here. My Uncle Phil with them. Where? Oh, I see. They're bright green. I see. You don't have a weed emote, so use the Korok. I accept that. That is canon now. Speaking of botanicals, there are weed shops everywhere there? Really? There's always, there's like medical cannabis shops around here as well. They're like the same place as the vape shops too. They're on the same corner. You have 2 classes to teach today. That sounds like a lot. Ugh. I only taught 1 a day, I think. Yeah. This wall can really party. That is excellent. That's no wallflower right there. You'll be there tomorrow. I bet it would take about that long. Look at this. We got ourselves. Look at this. We're getting something going here. Okay. Add this thing to this thing. All right. Excuse me, Tiny. Oh my god, Tiny fits in so well with us. Okay. Okay. It's just Tiny, don't worry about it. Okay, I need to put this here before it catches my wrist and then my dog eats it. Pass the Korok punny left-hand side instead of the Dutchie. Yeah. That's a throwback. For sure. Okay, we need 1 little black piece. A connector piece. I feel like I could probably put this stuff in here and only use 2 bowls. Why am I moving this around? Your easiest day is 2 classes. Your hardest day is 5. You are a trooper, Genpo. 5 classes? And no wonder all my teachers are so tired. You know? You probably grade some papers. You're trying to study because you have a Japanese test on July 7th. Good luck. Good luck. I think Genpo's teaching English primarily. Wondering when would be a good time to take a break. I'm not really hungry right now. Okay, there's like... But I do want to like get up and stretch. If I take a break, I have to take the dog with me. So... I'm wondering if I could just tough out a house. It was a stretch because that makes no sense. But hey, not all jokes should be sensical. It's a Dutch pan, and it is about poverty. Wait, past the Dutchy punny left-hand side. Is it about poverty? I didn't know that. It was a good stretch, though. Mainly you model correct pronunciation and explain the weird grammar of English, of which there is a lot. There is a lot. Alrighty. I'm thinking of taking a short break, y'all. I haven't taken a break tonight. I usually take a break around 6 o'clock, 6:30 or 7. I do want to feed the dog. I'm gonna have to do that around 8, I think, because I'm not really sure if this nurse who's helping my pop out right now is still in the house. So I'm gonna take us to the break screen and take a short little break just to get up and stretch. And I'll grab one of my little cans of protein drink. It should take about 5 minutes, and then I'll be back to build more Lego stuff. So I'll see y'all soon. Feel bad about that. We are. Oh, hold on. Let me hit this break thing. We are back. I have a little can of liquid to drink. Which is not sponsored, so I'm gonna turn the can around. I'm building Lego. And my doggy's still here. And we're also raising money for To Write Love on Our Arms. Fantastic organization. Been around for like almost 20 years now, right? It started in 2006. Focuses on mental health. Obviously, because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. They connect folks to support groups, to mental health professionals, or provide critical literature so folks can access like the care they need for whatever crisis they're in. Their mission is to like save folks from themselves mostly. You know, address folks who are dealing with addiction, depression, suicidal thoughts, self-destructive tendencies, that kind of stuff. Trying to help folks who are like having some of the worst times you can imagine. To help bring them up, surround them with a loving community, and engage in like meaningful conversations about mental health. So it's a fantastic organization. Been around for a very long time, doing a lot of great work. I think they've connected like thousands of people, maybe hundreds of thousands of people with the care they need. They provided over 32,000, almost 32,000 hours, not over. A little under, just a tiny bit under, of therapy time for folks who can't afford it. They've used, I think it was something like $4.3 million of their funding on inpatient and outpatient treatment. So you could have sworn that To Write Love on Her Arms started while you were working on Hot Topic. When was that? Socks with the house shoes are better than heels. Can we drop the link? There you go. There's the donate link. You became familiar with them back in the day through Warped Tour and Paramore. Yes, a bunch of artists I think can really connect to their mission and probably see a lot of folks who need help in their fans, you know? Because through music, a lot of people do find community, they find catharsis, and some folks need help. I mean, if you put 10 people in a room, there's going to be one person who needs help in that room, pretty sure. You put 100,000 fans in a stadium and somebody's gonna need help in there. So they partner with a lot of musical organizations, a lot of bands, a lot of performers who find truth in that mission, who can relate to that, who've gone through struggles themselves and want to promote the organization there too. A lot of your teen pals had severe self-harm tendencies. I did as well growing up. I won't get too into it because I don't want to burden you guys too much with that kind of stuff, but I used to self-harm growing up. I was very, very, very depressed. I stopped. This one day, my mom held my hands in her hands and asked me to stop, and I was like, I'm hurting my mom. I'm not hurting me, just me. I'm hurting my mom. And I made excuses. I was like, oh, the cat scratched me or whatever like that. But when she held me, she looked into my eyes and I knew that she knew I was lying. So I stopped and was like, I got to figure out something else to do because I love my mom very much and I don't ever want to hurt her. Ugh, gonna cry thinking about it. So there is a way to stop. There's always an opportunity. There's support out there. There's other people who know your struggle, and maybe not the same identical one as you, but there's folks out there who can listen and who can say, hey, I went through this, or I know what you're going through, and here's what we can do instead, Up until a few years ago, you had a shirt from them that said, "Your love still works." I love that. Such a beautiful statement, especially for someone who used to self-harm and have low confidence. And you also lost your brother to suicide. I am so sorry, Smee. I do recall that. Yeah, it is a very sensitive subject, which is like, I try not to bring it up because I know it really does hurt some folks, you know. We hit 3,715. Woo! Hell yeah! Let's go! All right. Well done, Firekeepers and Dragon Clan folks. We're crushing it. You know the struggle, Manny? Yeah. Troy Love Arms did start when you were at Hot Topic. You forgot there was some overlap when you're working there and at your current job at the same time. Everyone's crushing it indeed. You talked to your therapist about the exact same thing, especially about harming your mom if you were to be successful. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of great slogans. I was browsing them that Troy Love on Her Arms had, which I think is so important, and they're so short and digestible, and it feels like the right thing. If somebody stumbled across that, if you were at the grocery store and you saw somebody with a shirt on that says like, "You matter, keep going," like that might be the thing that saves you, that stops you. If you don't have somebody that holds your hands and says, "Please don't do this, you're hurting me too," you know, like if you don't have that, I love that this organization is putting it out there so it can catch everybody. Nobody falls through the net, you know? Trying to stop folks from falling through the net. I just think it's so fantastic. And I'm so glad that they're still doing their work. I think I heard about them when I was in college. Because I think in one of my... It's easy, Stella. My, forget the name of it. I had a class in college that was about, it was like social service. You had to do volunteering for this course. Oh, it was ethics. It was my ethics course, which was fantastic. I loved the nun that taught that because I went to a Catholic women's college. I mentioned that. The nun that taught it, she had everybody pick organizations and then go volunteer with them. And I do recall somebody giving their presentation at the end of the year about to write love on their arms. I can't remember if they were participating with them, but I do remember they gave a presentation on them. So, they've been around for a darn long time, and thank goodness they are truly helping folks out there. So, I need to finish building this. And I can't believe I put this in the trash. I'm not done with this yet. What am I doing? We need to build some nodes. Not nerds. Nodes. So let's do it. Thank you all for hanging out. I know, you know, since you all know I'm going through a tough time with my pop, I try not to talk too much about, like, heavy stuff for the show, because you never know what topic might be a little too much for somebody. Of course, I'm not like afraid to cover stuff like that, especially if it comes up in a game. I feel like we can have a nice educated conversation about it and discuss, you know, why things might be difficult for other people to get through, why some things might be problematic in games, stuff like that. And I try to give warnings too whenever I'm like, oh boy, there's something going on in this game. And I get warnings too for content for games because I've had some stuff happen in my life that I don't like seeing in video games. I just don't like seeing it. So I'm always down for the conversation, but I appreciate this opportunity to do this stream because then we get a chance to like have this conversation, be earnest about it, you know, and also build a cool orchid at the same time, you know. Gives my hand something to do. Because you know I can talk. Y'all know I can talk. And do. And don't stop. And I stop the game that we're playing usually. So it's nice to have this where I don't have to look at the same NPC kind of just doing their idle animation the whole time, you know. That's nice. It is nice. Alrighty, let's see here. That's me, Manny. Yapping always. So we need a black barbell. Hey! Thank you so much from Stevie B. Let's see that. Let me refresh this Tiltify page. I might have... Oh, and Pastel donated earlier too. And all I did was thank you, Pastel. I didn't even read your message. Let me see. Oh, there was no message. Okay, so I did miss that. So, the mysterious Stephen B says... Thank you, It's Tina, for putting this organization in front of your community. Thank you for the $25. I appreciate it. Thank you. I might know who that is. I wonder. We mods are our best to make Tina and chat aware of any content. Oh, let me tell you, the mods work overtime for that. Thank you so much. Pine, you have so often been like, hey, this comes up in this game. I want you to be aware. I just want you to know this is going to happen. This is like the level of it. And here's more information if you want it. But let's just start off at this level so it doesn't trigger you. Snake has done that several times as well. Alex was very helpful when I was like, so going through a hard time with my dad's transition into a different phase of life right now. So if there is any kind of parental deaths in video games, I would like to know. And Alex is like, so here's the deal. Here's this game that you love a lot, and guess what? This is gonna happen. Just not telling me exactly like all the major details on it. Wait, why is the Lego out of focus but my tummy is in focus? We need to adjust this. This has been this way for the whole stream. Sorry to get derailed, but you know. I don't think my tummy's got to be oh, I don't know if I can actually get it closer. Let's see. Oh, it's worse. Well. Yeah, it's worse. Okay, never mind. Sorry. That's as good as we get, folks. Sorry, the Lego is slightly out of focus. Phil, you've been lurking the past hour as you are painting, and you just want to say the stream is great. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that. Thank you for lurking. Tiny's right there. Yeah, Tiny's hanging on to the plant so it doesn't fall over for me. Alrighty. You know, I do think that I have had several conversations about my mental health and what's going on in my life in the past. Lately, since I am trying to reframe things positively, not to candy coat stuff. It's mostly for myself to like appreciate life a lot. But that sometimes means omitting stuff. So I'm still not gonna tell you guys all the nitty-gritty details of this current period of life that we're going through, because, you know, that would be a bit much. But it is nice to have this opportunity to, you know, share some of the fun stories about my pop's life and all his cool work and stuff with y'all. I need like a little, I need a little nubbin. Where's my nubbins? Where are the nubbins? I think there should be a nubbin left. Ooh, oh, there it is. Tiny focuses on the tummy because I'm hungry. Tiny, would you like some of my chocolate milk? Is that poisonous to mice? Probably. Wait. Did I do that wrong? That doesn't work. That's gotta be upside down then. That's true, Jackie. Thank you. That is very true. I have such a wonderful supportive community, honestly. And I can't say a word. I have folks here who come from all different kind of walks of life, who have seen everything, things I've never seen before. So truly, I feel so lucky, you know, to have you all and to know that, like, some of you have been through situations like this before. Or something similar, you know. So there's always someone who can relate, you know. You wouldn't be doing so well with this community, and we would miss you so terribly as well, Jackie. I was so happy to have you back and to hear your updates in life when you're like, so remember the roller derby? So remember that girl? Guess what? That was so cool. You don't know about mice, but you've heard that rats can have small amounts of chocolate as a treat. Very surprising. Love to hear it. As long as you know that we're all here to listen. If you feel the tea kettle whistling, true. Yeah. As many of our DMs are open as well, since we all know there are times you can't get things out, but you feel like you can't put in the open. This is very true, Snake. Thank you. You're the exception to being a good bean. Manny. That's right, because it was the dung eater that sent that cameo. That's right. Wasn't Manny. That was completely unrelated. Oh! Sorry, I felt a hair on me. I'm so sorry. This is like the most panicked Lego builder you've ever seen in your life. I'm so sorry. It's strange because it's good to talk and it also cause a tempest inside you. Ooh, let me tell you, sometimes you open up the floodgates and they don't go away. Yeah. Takes a lot of maturity to be measured and honest about what you're going through. You think most folks do that successfully? Yes, I do think that folks in this community are very careful about what they say so that they don't, you know, set anybody off. Okay, so I got this guy. Then we need a 1. Okay. But that's very interesting, Dave, about the chocolate for rats. Who would have thought? Just a little chocolate. 6 years married. So amazing. So amazing. And congrats on that, Jackie. You're not good at being here, but you are awake at strange times by the American time zone. So you're here if y'all ever need you. Thank you, Genpo. I struck Tiny. Tiny's just like laying down on the side, like just the GTA 5 wasted. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have it on this. Oh, I don't have it on this scene. I wish I had my Elden Ring butt blasted sound. Shoot. Just imagine it, okay? Just imagine it. Yeah, how about this? Raising a little money, building a little thing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so on the closest nubbin, we want to do something like this. It's got to be kind of facing this way. Well, okay. That's okay. This is fine. I think. I hope. Okay. Then we need another like angle boy. I swear they're messing with me. They're like, remember that piece you have? Where is it? Here it is. We got it. But blasted. Wow. Allegedly, mice can have chocolate too as a treat, but it's not good for them. Oh, that's sad. Okay, Tiny, no chocolate for you. We don't want you to get GTA wasted. Okay, we're good. You can put that. Doo-Doo Man's a facilitator. Pass my thanks on to the Doo-Doo Man then. From Elden Ring. Can't wait to see if that guy makes a comeback in the DLC. When am I gonna get that DLC? Maybe we'll do that when I beat South of Midnight. Or like Sea of Stars or something. Okay, we skip 1. Oh, is this supposed to go in the green? No, it goes in the black. We're good. Okay. Step 24 done. Is chocolate not good for humans? Don't tell me that. I did buy myself the Lily's chocolate, by the way. The sugar-free chocolate that's got like extra fiber in it. I did get that for myself. And I gave it to my mom to give to me for my birthday. So this Sunday, I'm going to be chowing down on some chocolate. You better believe. Cannot wait. I got like the little crispy rice ones. Salted caramel. Maybe like an almond one. And like a milk chocolate one. Speaking of good news, your dad is able to help with the Jeep bill. So that's one less stress for now. Oh, thank goodness, Jackie. Thank goodness. I'm glad you get some help there, but I know. And then your middleist is now able to... I know there was stress over the graduation possibility. Like, whether she was going to make it or not. So a lot of stress happening right now. Shadow the Archery would be a solid slot if after any of the ongoing games, with the exception of being Final Fantasy XIV. This is true, yeah. Man, what the heck am I going to do when I reach the end of the content of 14? Not Mahjong. Stop it now. I know you're going to say it. Not Mahjong. It's been a long week. I bet. I hear that. I hear that and I feel that. Okay. Now we need some little army guys. Little green guy. Shaped this way. Putting a little gray guy inside of him. And then a little black stick. So it looks like that. And that's gonna go in the alternating ones on the bottom with the black part facing away. Okay, interesting choice, but I see. I will do as you command, Lego. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I probably won't catch up to the end. I won't ever be playing this game and not have content to do. But soon I gotta do Final Fantasy VI. Indeed. Hi, Just Game Hero. I still have a head. Yes, I'm down here. Hello. I've been bisected. Wait, that's on Pride Month. I get to be bisected on Pride Month. Just kidding. You feel like Bozia? I never remember how to pronounce that. Bozia would be good for offline grind time. Maybe. Okay, we got this. Do I have to do this multiple times? You little rat. I do. Arm. gray inside. Look at the curved stem, indeed. Observe the curve. Luscious curves. Maybe we'll start Final Fantasy Tactics for your old pal Smee. Maybe in a little 6 or 9 as a treat. Indeed, I could be like, wow, I can't believe it. Wait, do I gotta do a, Yes, I think I messed up. I think I need more stuff. I didn't know you needed a hat. You need a hat on this one. You wouldn't say that I have to play 6, yeah. Well, I was gifted it, so I will indeed be playing it. Is it really like this? I get it feels like, yeah, that's it. Okay. We have nubbins. So this goes in here, right? Beautiful. Lovely. We need a third one. Oh man. Hey, GTA 6 potentially on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We'll see. Technically, Tina has to play Final Fantasy 6. It is the law set forth by Nasha, indeed. My fate has been sealed. I wish that you have to consider things such a thing as a gift. Uh-huh. You know, every day is a gift. Including the Final Fantasy 6 days. Oh, and I need to do, God, oh, I just lost it. Oh, yeah! The sequel to Final Fantasy Remake as well. Is this going on top? It is going on top, okay. Okay. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So it is. So it shall be. So I did play Death Stranding 1. Yes, I have. We're talking about Death Stranding 2. Yeah, we're talking about DS2. Because I played the first one for a bajillion hours. And actually that playthrough is going up on YouTube right now on the VODs channel. So in case anybody missed that. Also Red Dead Redemption 2 going up on YouTube too. Been getting a lot of comments. And shout out to that one person from Japan that is commenting as well. I am using Google Translate. But thank you for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. Appreciate you. Very surprised that maybe a little 6 and 9 Street didn't get dinged. True. The bot doesn't think it's sexual. Bullying happening during my mental health awareness charity fundraiser. I hope it's lovingly shoving TWLOHA into a locker. Trying to chip in for me to get a PS5 Pro and maybe deluxe Death Wait, what is making it deluxe? Oh, did they ship you a little crypto buyout or something? I did play the Yuffie DLC for the 7 remake. Yes, that was wild. It was fun. It was short, but it was fun. Red Dead Redemption 1 when? I don't know, man. It's too many games I want to play. We still have so much stuff from, like, New Game Thursday to catch up with. It's time to make flowers. Heck yes. It's flower time. So excited. Oh, y'all need to stop me at 7:55, by the way. No matter how locked into the flowers I am. You gotta stop me at 7:55. We gotta wrap up because the train's gotta keep running, okay? We gotta make it over. I think it's like Baylicious. Let me double check. I put it in the mod chat so I wouldn't forget. Let's see. Baconic. Excuse me. It's Baconic. So we gotta head over to Baconic's place at 8. It's flower time. Indeed. You feel like the 7 remake series actually made you like Yuffie more than you did? Well, I'm not surprised about that because she like steals from you in the original one. She's like kind of a brat. But anything they can do to make her less of a brat is good. It's time to use these Sonic rings. Do you guys think I would ever play a Sonic game aside from that one where we did the murder of Sonic or something? How does this go? Oh, like this. Hello? Like all the way? It doesn't seem like it. Excuse? A green thing. Okay. I think it's too much platforming. I'm not gonna say no forever to it, but I feel like it would be very one-off because of my inability to platform or to enjoy platforming. The motion sickness is the quickness, right? I think it would make me sick. My Chemical Romance fan, good to see you. Welcome on in today. The deluxe edition gives you a special side mission for pee pee poo. I know you're lying now, Snake. You almost got me though. Chop chop Tina Chew, time to do these orchids fast. I know we need to stop talking. Except for to say that I think I've actually covered all my points. I was sitting by my dad's side today, writing out all my talking points about to write love on her arms over and over again so I'd be able to talk about it and not like stammer over my words today. So someone's in the next room. You think it's ancient aliens? Ooh, gotta watch out for this. Okay, we got this. Okay, now I need this. Interesting. This goes in here like this. Okay. And now I need pink and pink. Okay. So you put this on here. Okay. This is a 4K version of the Helena video? No, I didn't. I was obsessed with that song growing up. That and Hey Ya, I was getting through school with that. I was getting through the difficult time. I could play Sonic Spinball or a static isometric 3D one? Possibly, yeah. Do I have to do this 5 times? Oh, you gotta make the whole thing 5 times. Okay. Spinning gives you motion sickness too, I bet. Yes, share some of the divorce good news. I would love to hear it. You'd be worried about the motion sickness, yeah. The Sonic World one looks interesting. Is that so? Okay. Wait, is this supposed to be facing the pedal? I think I screwed up. It's supposed to be facing the pedal. Hold on. Can you pivot? Oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, we'll just pop it off. And put it back on here. Facing the correct way. Okay, beautiful. Orchid. You've got it so far. That's one piece. Now I need to get these little fingernail pieces. Look at that. Very delicate pinky fingernail. Interesting. I bet someone's done a Lego manicure before. And we gotta get the tiny little grippy guys. Is it a gray? Oh, it's a beige. Okay. This goes on here like this. Hope it's facing the right way. Nope. You liked Kirby Pinball on the Game Boy. I think my brother played a lot of that too. That was your Sonic Spinball as a kid. I feel that. I think that pinball game was kind of challenging though, right? One of these. Or one of these. Alright, we're gonna make a lot of these. We gotta make a little factory of these, little factorio. Happy Game and Dead Island 2 free. Game and Dead Happy Game and Dead Island 2 free on Epic this week. Happy Game. Sorry, I thought you were saying like happy this and that day. But Happy Game and Dead Island 2 are free on Epic this week. I got there eventually, Lurky. Happy Game, I think that came out recently, right? Okay, I've made a little fingernail things and I need to position them somehow. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Is this falling apart though? Is this okay? I think it's okay. So your lawyer lets you know that you are at the serving part of things. Okay. Love to hear it. She was nice and she delayed it so you wouldn't have to be worried about your ex contacting you during your time off. On Monday, she sent an email. He agreed to show up there the next day and gave no trouble, which is not the case last time. So everything went well. You're set to go sign a final set of papers in early June. And then 4 months after that, you should be done. Oh, thank God. You have been going through it, Pastel. I am so glad that you are approaching the end of this. Thank goodness. We are flipping this over. Are we? I don't know if we are. I'm confused and afraid. Okay, it's kind of looking like an orchid, though. Well, definitely an orchid. Georgia O'Keeffe would say that this is for sure an orchid. That's an orchid 100% in a family-friendly fashion, in fact. Definitely say that's an orchid. So Sonic 3D Blast? Wait, would Dead Island be the one that's Tina compatible or Sonic 3D Blast? Hello, Alex. Good to see you. I'm making some orchids right now. Ta-da. What are we building? I'm building a mini orchid set. Let me show you. I am several pages away from being done this. I could do this in the next 15 minutes. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, I gotta make this. So I need an orange piece and a white T shape. We put this in like this on this side, and then I hope it's supposed to stick out like that. Then like this. I mean, that doesn't seem to make sense, but I don't know what flowers are, so. Is that an orchid? Girl, what's happening? That's an orchid. What a cute dress. Thank you, Jess. This is one of my favorite ones that I got from the charity shop recently. I'm wearing it to celebrate my dad's birthday today. But I get all dressed up. Okay, we need these little guys. And we need the tiny little nugget guys. This. And this. And then we need these. So we take this. We're going to have this clamp to it. Happy birthday to Dad. Thank you. I got to share a lot of love from his family with him today. I'm going to read him a message from my Uncle Phil as well, who is my dad's... Oh, I've done the wrong thing. Who is one of my dad's best friends. So he is going to be surrounded by love today. Which is wonderful. From what you remember, the Sonic 3D is more of a maze puzzle. This ain't fitting and I'm upset and I'm panicking. I'm good now. We're fine. I never panicked. It should be like this though. Okay, let's just twist it a little bit. Hopefully not break it. Okay. Now we do it again. We do the grip. I'm gonna have to do this so many times though. Okay, great. It doesn't look right. Oh, because it's backwards maybe? It just doesn't look right. This shouldn't be like that, I don't think. But first, let's get... It ain't right! Hold on, it ain't right. It feels like it should be like this. No, I think I'm wrong. Obey the instructions, Tina. It doesn't feel right, but maybe it's okay. Cool Lego set. Thank you, Tyler. Okay, this actually goes up here. Like that. And you're heading out for the night. Thank you for all the love to my dad, my mom, and my brother, and my dog, of course, who is back here if you can see her little leggies. She's right there, camouflaged. Thank you, Morphinius. I appreciate you hanging out here tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening as well. It's supposed to go in front? How? Oh, I see. Fixed it. Okay. Looks like the last ad break of the evening is going to run too, folks, before we head on over to Baconic's stream. Just so you know. Okay. I also do kind of have to... Don't panic. It's fine. I need to get this out of here because I think I put it in the wrong way. A little bit of panic. It's okay. It's okay every now and then to have a little bit of a moment. Okay. So we need to put it in like this instead. Doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. Okay. Nope, it's right. I'm right. It's fine. Okay. And this goes on top of this. Like so. And then this goes into this. Like such. And then that's an orchid, everybody, I guess? That's an orchid right there. The white thing sticks out so much, but you know, that's an orchid. And I've got to make 4 more of these. Okay. Alright. Can I do it in 10 minutes? Probably not, but let's see how these get on here so we can kind of get the effects, right? Let's just get the effects going. Let's see here. Without breaking it, because I will cry. It will be a moment. Jess, I hope you're having a good day. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. It doesn't feel right, but it's how it's supposed to be. Just have patience with this one. Okay. So, I'm gonna make 4 more of these. 6 minutes, right? You didn't say to not let you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 6 minutes. Something like that. 5:55 or 7:55. That's when we're heading out. Can I make more flowers in that time? Surely. Yes. I can try. I'm a flower maker, a gardener channel, a nature goddess. Oh, thank you for hyping me up, Pastel. I appreciate that. I can't be too locked into this, though. We got to remember the reason for the season, which is raising money for To Write Love in Our Arms. And I appreciate you all chipping in. We raised $142. Thank you for doing that. Usually for charitable streams, I try to do something like put some tattoos on me, like some little temporary tats, or like do something silly, or like stitch a little plushie or something, which I didn't really get a lot of time to prep for this, aside from familiarizing myself with a charitable organization and getting set up for the Lego. With taking care of my pop, I haven't had a lot of time to do extra stuff. So I know there's not like fancy bells and whistles that we got going on, but I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you chipping in, just out of the kindness of your hearts. I could always finish your first thing tomorrow before the Blorbos. This is true. I could just leave this on my desk. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to use these two cameras tomorrow. I want to use Tiny tomorrow. So I'm going to probably finish it tonight. Unless you'll just take my word for it and I'll just be building it while we're talking or something. You felt bad for some of those, like when I had to drink hot sauce and orange juice or some nasty mix. Yeah, it'd be like mustard and something or other. I mixed it all together at the end. What was I doing? Also, it was a sign of things to come, wasn't it? It was a sign of the sweaty chicken tenders, wasn't it? You know. You're down for some more Lego tomorrow, even without the camera set up? Okay, I can just tilt Tiny a bit. Yeah, I suppose so. That's right, I do have capabilities. Also, shout out to that rando who gifted me a cameo by the one and only Dung Eater. Indeed. Who was that masked man? Who could it have been? What a nice person. Who could have done it? Surely not a Yankees fan. You just turned the camera on and stared at us for 5 hours. Would you understand, or would you be like, "What's going on with Tina? Hello, can we all talk? Can we pull into the spoiler chat and Discord and chat for a bit? Because she's just sitting there looking at us. Does she know what she's on? You know, that's cool. This girl you're talking to is always telling you encouraging things. Love that. That's great. This is fine. It's right into a glass. I'm not eating it off the floor by the garbage, right? It's just like straight from the mustard bottle right into my mouth, basically. You know." It would be weird because I like to talk. Yeah, I think if I just turned on the camera and didn't say anything for 5 hours, I think folks would be a little worried. But still watch, probably. You know, to see if I did anything interesting. All right, well, I will finish building this tomorrow then. I can still give it a good old college try, though. I can make like a few pieces, right? We can go right up until 75. I should also make sure that Baconic is getting ready for the show. So let me check out the raid train thingy and make sure that they have checked in. I do not know where that is. Let's see. I thought there's a check-in. Okay. Okay, and then disable the streamer mode. Yep. Great. Wunderbar. Excellent. So they're live, so I'll be able to go there. Hi, Tina, and I'm Tina, and I'm out of spoons. Thanks for checking out my stream. Just sits there in silence. Usually during those times, I'm pretty good about, like, if I'm really tired, I'll turn off the camera and, you know, still chat with you all and stuff and do the video games. The video games help a lot, let me tell you. It's a very light lift when the video game's doing a lot of the talking for us. And a heavy lift when the video game's like, nah, you gotta voice this yourself, girl. Good luck. You think it might be indicative of my mental state? For some moments, there are no words type vibe. That would be intense, right? That would be intense. YouTube has been giving you short form Lego Master Builder. That is so cool. I love that. Love that. Oh, I gotta get the flower piece for this. Okay, and then put it right here. And then we do the pink part of it. My favorite part. That sounds cool, though. I really should watch folks doing Lego stuff because I bet they're... Like, folks just start with the bricks. They don't even get a pack, right? They're just bricking it. They're just starting from nothing. And then making something cool with their imaginations and stuff. Imagine that. Wild. You gotta really understand shapes, which I don't. I don't know what any of these are or how to use them. But I'm learning and I'm listening and I'm observing. It's this whole thing is creating things from scratch and showing what the cool things you can do. That is awesome. Oh, it goes on. What? Did I do that wrong? Did I? No, I keep thinking this is so wrong. This doesn't feel right. But you know, that's what Mr. Lego says. And I gotta do what Mr. Lego says. Ah, 7:55 focus! Ah! Okay, let's go do the thing. We can build more Legos together tomorrow. Right before we check in on the Blorbos and the Sims. Are you late? You're here right at the very end of the raid train. So you're not late. You're here just in time to go watch Baconic. I need to put this somewhere my dog isn't going to eat it or won't. Let's hope this won't fall into my computer. Train time. Let's go. We might be 5 minutes early, but I think Baconic is already on. So I think it'll be okay. 7:55 though. Ah! We did most of this wonderful Lego today together. We raised 142 bucks for To Write Love on Her Arms. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you for hanging out. Where we're talking about mental health. Yeah, discussed a little bit of heavy stuff. Hopefully not too heavy for you all. And I also appreciate everybody sharing their stories as well. Thank you so much. This is a conversation. It's not just... contrary to popular belief, it's not just me yapping. I do love hearing everybody share their stories. So thank you for sharing with me, everybody. And thank you, Manny, for reaching out to the Doo-Doo Man on Cameo. We are indeed all yappers here. So we're going to raid Baconic. Oh, before you go, here's a cosmic horror story idea to think on. There's a dumb fringe theory going around that the central nervous system is a parasite that hijacked ancient humans and integrated into our biology based on the fact that if the skull is open on death, sometimes the CNS detaches itself. What if depression is the last shred of consciousness left over from the original host? Thank you, Snake, for that. Maybe. That's a fun idea. That's a wild one. How about that? What if? Thank you for sharing that with us, Snake. What a wild theory. I'm actually going to start the thing now and tell you all that I'm going to finish this orchid while we're chatting. So, sorry. Also, you will not be able to see my hands going as I'm making these little orchids. Though, that's not good, is it? You know, maybe I'll tilt this down a bit. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make this large. And then see... Maybe we'll like that, maybe, I guess. Sure. Okay. Well, that's weird though. Is that weird? Would it be better just to like it? Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm making flowers. I made one yesterday. I'll make the rest today, okay? You literally got home right now. Very nice. Naja would like an icebreaker card. And Ryan wants me to drink some water, which I shall do. Thank you. You watched Kaiju number 8. What's that about? That sounds cool. You have 2 to 3 more boxes to pack for the kitchen. Ooh. Do you have a lot of appliances? Or is it stuff like, where did we leave off? We left off here. Okay. Is it stuff like bowls and cups and mugs and stuff? You like the 40s look with the dress and the pearls lipstick? Thank you. I'll be adding gloves to this once I am done building this little Lego. But... see if I have some questions we haven't done yet. See, I feel like we did that. So, if you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? Time to not be in the car. Okay. Are you in a good luck with getting out of that car? Hope you make it. And hi, Ewan. Good to see you. Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland as well. Ireland is this? What the hell? I'd love to go to Ireland as well. And Ewan, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate it. So an air fryer, steam mixer, rice cooker, slow cooker, food processor, coffee machine, electric kettle, coffee grinder. Yep, I get it. I'm with you there. I don't have the air fryer, but I do have the stand mixer, the rice cooker, and the slow cooker, and the food processor. We do have coffee machines. No electric kettle, but a coffee grinder. And yeah, so it takes up space. Those appliances, I tell you, they do take up some room. Ireland would be a lovely place to be, I think. Oh, you literally just got home right now. Okay, great. So you must be out of the car, hopefully. But anybody else, if you could be anywhere, like you could visit any place in the world, I think Ireland would be great. Wouldn't have to worry about learning another language. Would just have to worry about not trying to mimic the sound of Irish, because I'm bad at Irish accents and I think I would offend everybody. Alright, I'm gonna keep building my little Legos, so. Most of it is in the cupboards, I see, smart. So it doesn't feel like too much. Yeah, we only have, in terms of like stuff that's out, it would be like the toaster and the stand mixers on the, it's on the countertop as well, but it's in the far corner, so it's just taking up corner space. That's not really useful. What was the card? If you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? That is the card. Kaiju number 8. You would visit Texas? Is that so, Magic Pot? Do you have folks over there? And Weaver, congrats on your 125 stream streak. That is amazing. Congrats to you on that. Kaiju number 8 is an anime about a horde of monsters attacking humans. The main character dreams about joining the army with a childhood friend, but only ends up in the cleanup group that cleans up the dead monsters. Interesting. Well, that's hard work too. I'm sure they're doing good work out there. Okay. Oh dear. That didn't like separate it, did it? Oh god, it feels like it did. Kind of a little bit. I think this will be fine. For you, Japan is a country you've been fascinated with since you had a lesson in primary school where you learned about the culture. Of course, of course. I think Japan would be a really fun place to visit too. I agree. Dang, these little ring things are annoying. Okay. We got these bits on here. Then I need to assemble... Let's see. I need a little white and a yellow. You're from Finland, but you want to visit Texas someday. I hope you have fun there, Magic Pot. Is there something in particular you would like to do in Texas? Let's see. We're going to put this part here. You want to like... do you follow any sports teams in Texas? They got quite a few. Okay, this goes into the pink part. Like so. Oaxaca is on your list. You're not really sure if you want to go alone, so it's in low likelihood you want to eat food there. That is fantastic. Ooh, see, Magic Pot, I see. Exactly, eat good food, For me, I'd love to go to, I mean, I don't even know if I want to go to some of these places. I've been learning about the archaeology of places in South America. I wonder if I would want to go to a dig site or something. Who knows? But maybe someday. Eating good food in South America would be cool. Hi, Tyler. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing? I'm trying to finish the Orchid that we started making yesterday. Here is, I made like 90% of it. So we're finishing the last 10%. At least 1/4 of YouTube subscriptions are point of view travel channels of folks using ferries, transit, etc. in Japan. Those must be so cozy, right? Japan is going to happen for you in the next 5 years. Yay! That sounds fun. A lot of people get a fascination with Japan ever since the internet brought a lot of Japanese media to anime. Media like anime and whatnot into limelight. For sure, Weaver. And hello, Miles. How you doing? I hope you're doing well today. I'm finishing up a little orchid thingy. Let's see. I need one of these again and one of these again. We gotta clip it like so. Doing all right. It's been a hectic few days. You have to drop off and pick up your wife from her friends from the Beyonce concert. Oh, I didn't know that was still going on. They're doing another one of those? Wait, this doesn't feel right. Oh, it is, right? You just gotta get another one of these on here. Okay, wild. Okay. The concert got delayed 4 hours due to weather, so you were driving out at like 2:30 in the morning. That is wild. Did she have a good time at least? I hope so. Mexico's cool. You probably pick Southeast Asia somewhere if you had someone to show you around. Good pick as well. I mean, I don't know if you can go wrong with like a place you would like to visit, you know? You're probably stuck in US for the foreseeable future. Indeed. Yeah. A few of the folks that are helping out with my dad would like to go see their family back where they're from. But unfortunately, they can't travel right now because they're not really sure they'd be able to get back in. So you're gonna pick Chicago, though. I like that. I like that, Magresta. Maybe you can go to Chicago and time it with like the Pokemon exhibit. I know you may not be a big Pokemon fan, but it's still be kind of cool, I bet, to go. Probably. Okay, that's another flower done. Manny says, dates a fake history to erase, coming through the corridors of deep space. High beings, all eyes seeing. Find meaning, clairvoyant mind reading. Nervous system, surface wisdom, flow superior, determined rhythm, electricity, eccentricity, Afrocentric synchronicity, in the air, everywhere, taken over, chocolate conquerors, supernova, educating, dominating, time deflating, bomb on Satan. That's great. Thank you, Manny. No one's picking Finland. I'd love to see Finland someday. This is an incredible look, by the way. Thank you. This is one of the new dresses. I actually didn't get to show this one off. But this is one of the new dresses. This is just like the blue version that I have. How is this supposed to go? Okay, I guess we gotta tilt these things so that they don't bump into each other. Okay. A fit check? Well, of course. Why not? So, I do have gloves to go with it, as seen here, but I have to build the rest of the orchids for the Lego orchids. So I'm doing that right now and chatting with you all. And then I'll put my gloves on to play The Sims 2, I guess. But here's the outfit. Oh no, I can get up and show off the outfit. So it's got a white trim on it. Show off the trim. Voila. And then guess what? Wait, never mind. I just realized. So I'm not actually wearing my slippers. I'm wearing my sandals, but you'd see my feet. So gotta be careful. Gotta be smart. I love those emotes, Weaver. Those are so cute. Yeah, foiled. Sorry, foot people. Foiled again. Okay, and then the makeup, I guess. So I wanted to go with something not too wild makeup wise. So it's just sort of like a little bit of shimmer on the eyes, kind of a pinkish brownish shade for the shadow, regular cat eye mascara. Position 1, Tiny. Am I already getting lipstick on my chin? Outrageous. I have legs. It could be AI generated legs, you know. So there's the look, and it'll be even better. I do have aides coming over tonight. Yes, we do have folks coming to help out with my pop. So I'll have to get the dog at 5:30 and maybe give my dad another dose of his pain meds then too, just to make sure nothing. Okay, how am I gonna get this on here? I don't even remember. Thank you, Alice, for reminding me to drink some water. I should razzle dazzle them. I think this particular aide, I think, might be a fellow member of the LGBTQ community, so I think they wouldn't think I'm too wacky wearing this outfit. They'd be like, work, hopefully. Or like, girl, what are you wearing? Who knows? So hopefully they wouldn't be like, this person looks like a clown. In the US, you would want to see Hawaii. Worldwide, you want to go to Singapore, Japan. I hear Singapore is cool. Fictional worlds, you want to go to Hobbiton from Lord of the Rings. Yes. Very cool picks. How do I attach this thing without hurting it? I'm really scared. Okay, we got it. I just feel like I hurt this thing, though. Okay. We have 2 flowers now. Nerve-wracking, though, I tell you. Nerve-wracking. Only the gays get dressed up, it is true. Yes, my fellow members of the Let's Get Burgers Today community. Solid picks, though. Solid picks. Tina has big robot legs like Darth Maul. Darth Maul had robot legs in the animated Star Wars? Did his legs get chopped off or something? You'd probably want to go to Japan, Finland, or Australia. I bet Australia would be fun as heck. Here's here. Okay. That's 2 orchids. Magresta in Chicago when? Hopefully 2025. Wouldn't that be fun? You two would be undefeated together. I think it could be like the energy would radiate off the charts, honestly. I think folks would be like, I feel something seismic happening. And it's just because you two are hanging out having a good time. Okay. Get this together. Next summer, okay. Yeah, they get chopped up in the movie when he dies, and then the cartoons, they brought him back and gave him cool robot legs. No one can die ever. If you're like an iconic enough bad guy, you'll come back. Listen, they love bringing people back from the dead in any property. Speaking of Japan, you have to go back next month, I see, for work, I'm betting. Okay, we gotta get one of these little guys on here. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, like so. Then I get one of these. We point it up towards the flavor. Then we get a pink one. Darth Maul is the coolest character, and then they kill him off immediately. Well, then they bring him back. Good news. They regretted it. It'll be the you bitches are annoying image, but two kittens lasering the skyline. Love it. Can I repeat the icebreaker question? Yes, it is. If you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? So. The best Star Wars film is Rogue One, and you will not be taking any questions. That's okay, I don't have any. You're a bit Star Wars pilled right now. You've been playing lots of the new Star Wars season of Fortnite. Love that for you, though, Tyler. That's great. Keep at it. Have fun with it. If you're having fun with Star Wars, I think that's the best possible outcome. Oh, okay. So I must have made... Oh, I must have made some of these. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's what I want. It's an interesting question, right? Yeah, I agree. Thank you. You would want to see Japan or Cuba. Okay, like that. Okay, how does this work? Okay. I'm gonna make this click on like this. So listen to a lot of music today, like I mentioned. Listen to some music with my pop. Oh, that looks 100% like that's how that's supposed to be. Listen to a lot of music with my pop. And, God, I tell you, honestly, though, a lot of rock songs can get a little, like... My Uncle Phil sent us a bunch of cool rock music that he and my dad used to listen to back in the day. And a lot of rock, like, some rock songs are about, like, sex or drugs and stuff, but then some of them are, like, existential, which are, like, all of these sound super sad. This is odd. I never listened to the lyrics of these songs before, so... Subway Series starts tonight. Hell yes, I'll be rooting for your Mets. I had to bring myself up after that, so I listened to some fun R&B. What else? Just like 80s, 90s, and early 2000s stuff was fun. To bring myself up, because I tell you, some rock music can be sad as hell. I'm not trying to do all that. You're trying to get your ass to Scotland so you can have your own Destiny's hiking adventure. And then maybe grab a brew with Slurm. Ah! Do you know how many Scots we have in this community? At least 3. Folks, we could have like a cute little meetup. That would be cute. Little meet and greet. And then Sam Manny Mash can come as well. A Goomer meetup. In Chicago would be cute too. Okay, so we have this. Now I need to do this part of things. Alrighty. Not the Goomer meetup, but I guess that's what we are now. I'm always very fashionable, but today's outfit is a cut above. Thank you so much. I got this at a charity shop that benefits families that can't pay their hospital bills. And I was like, a dress for $10? I'm in. Is that the name of the community? Yes. Yes, well, now it is. Now the community is called Goomers. It's short for legumes, okay? The Teenumer meetup. What's the most grotto place in Glasgow these days? Ooh, yes, get into the grotesque. F the Cubs, let's go. The turgid goomers? It's not getting any better, folks. I'm afraid to teach y'all things now. Okay, we got another one, folks. We got another flower. Here we are. Gathering the goomers. You have to wear like robes or something. But thank you, Chaosa. I appreciate that. I just figured I didn't really know what to wear, and also it's really hot and muggy outside, so I was like, I don't really want to wear like a long sleeve shirt and some pants right now. You're a goomer now, Magic Pot. Yes, congratulations. And also, I'm sorry. Okay, this thing is looking pretty good. Look at this, 3 already. Manny, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Magic Pot. You're a real goomer now. We used to be the peeps. Say Glasgow. Oh, did I say it wrong? Glasgow instead of Glasgow. I thought it was Glasgow. But it's Glasgow. I'm sorry. You have the bamboo Legos that put it together. Some folks are building Legos alongside me the other day. We had some really cute ones. Where's my little Lego brick builder? So, Dark Star Slayer built a gorgeous chrysanthemum Lego alongside me. It was really, really stunning. The weather here is too hot, so you work from home, so you don't have to wear professional attire. I love that. Oh, sorry, everybody. I gotta get up and take this call. That's what I was wearing. Although I started off the day long sleeve t-shirt, sweatpants. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, but I am back from answering that phone call, and I am ready. Although I need some proper basketball shorts, to be honest. I'm ready to build 2 more flowers, and then we can play The Sims. It's considered to be rough, which seems to be the trope for any dockland city in the UK. Yeah, you know, got the rough and tumble sailors there, I'm sure. Going by the wire, it is a trope for Baltimore too. Yeah, but you know, it's a metropolitan city and it's a dock city. So what are you gonna do? Looking very fancy day, thank you. I needed to spruce myself up a little bit. Basketball shorts are the way. I used to love my like gym shorts. I had gym shorts from middle school and those fit me for a very good long time. I think they eventually got a run in them. I couldn't use them anymore. When it's cold, sweatpants. Exactly. Imagine being from the Bronx in the 80s. There you go. Got quite the reputation, I'm sure. You attach this to a little flower piece, a little petal piece. And then nice little detailed flower thingy here. And a little pink thingy here. Cannot get over. I mean, Georgia O'Keeffe was right. This is very lewd. This is wild. Thank you all, by the way, for helping out with the charity yesterday. The To Write Love on Our Arms charity stream. That was a ton of fun to do. Of course, we were building this lovely thing together. It was great chatting with you all about sorry. My mental health, you know, in the past and in the present. Talking to you about mental health on y'all side of things. So that was a lot of fun. Surprisingly very uplifting. You never go full sweatpants, but you have some cozy PJ pants when it gets down to the 60s, which is about as cold as it gets. Oh, I see. You're so lucky, honestly. When it gets down to the certainly below 60s here, we gotta bust out the proper sweatpants for that. You think London is a goofy city? Is that so? How so? What makes it goofy? Okay, there we go. We got this. We got this. Now we need the orange. She's got some silly stuff in it. Oh, beef eaters. That's right. Yes, it is very silly. Members of Parliament. Yeah. Do folks still wear powder wigs and stuff? Do they do that? mansions and former mansions look like cakes. Interesting. Very interesting. It's just like an edible city. Always feel free to drop Papa K lore. Thank you. It was nice hearing those stories. So happy to do so. I would be very, very, very happy to drop some more Papa K lore as I learn it too. You know. That's why I love talking to all my dad's friends and going through some of my dad's things, is just get to see all this cool stuff and I'm like, huh? Like, that was dad? So, very lucky. Plenty of folks, okay, they don't wear the wigs in the streets, but there's plenty of wig folks. Okay. UK is a silly country. The guy who wrote the musical Cats gets to be an unelected senator for life? Really? That's wild. You looked at the IMDb for Pelican Brief. You didn't see him. I think since it was a bit part, he is not listed as a major character. That's okay. That's fine. My father's contributions to Civil War media, or Civil War battleship media, or whatever, I think, will go perhaps unheralded, but the real ones, no. Even minor characters or extras usually get a page if they want. I guess my dad didn't feel like putting a page up there. That's okay, honestly. I thought about it, but I think it'd probably be for the best for my folks, my family, if that remains unattributed. Still pretty cool though. Okay, we got our little green thing. No wigs in the streets, just wigs in the sheets. Hey, you know. Whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you excited. If it's wearing a powdered wig, sure. He's a life peer in the House of Lords. Is he alive? I didn't know. Sorry, I don't know anything about the musical Cats. I mean, I'm aware of it. And I think we sang a song from it in chorus. But I really don't know much else. Okay, I gotta turn this thing around. Nearly done, I'm pretty sure. What if we did Pelican Brief Ironclad's movie nights? That's a very long amount of time just to spot my dad. He's still... Oh, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Okay, that's right. Still going. How old is he? He also wrote a roller skate musical about the interpersonal Oh, right. That movie. That's, that play. Yeah, how about that? That's wild. We got of this. And of that. Jesus Christ Superstar. Damn, Andrew Lloyd Webber did a lot. I did not know. That is wild. Okay. He is prolific, yeah. The Pelican Brief, Where's My Dad drinking game. Honestly, my dad did so many fun bit parts in movies. I can't even, like... There's one movie where my dad is in a scene and he's on the toilet. So... My dad had a lot more prestigious roles in theater, but, you know, and managing plays and things, and did that bit for Dom DeLuise too. But again, I credit at work. So Andrew Lloyd Webber is 77. He was born in 48, just 2 years older than your mom. Wow, wild. I thought he was long gone. Not gonna lie, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I thought he was like the past century. I did not know he was a more modern fellow. We're almost done. This stream always circles back to, yeah, I know, Hideo Kojima. I'm telling you, he would be fascinated by the story of my life and or my dad's life, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We need a name for this flower, obviously. If we have Claudel, is this like Claudel 2? Like Audrey 2? Got this. And one of these. You're hanging out with your theater pal today. She's doing a jazz tap show at the moment. Oh, really? That sounds cool. I just watched, speaking of tap, I just watched another short by Owen Reardon? Not Rear End, sorry about that. I'm sure he got that growing up a lot though. Owen Reardon, damn it. That Irish fella who carves stuff. And he was singing a like a folk song. Damn it. He was singing a folk song while this gal was tapping using some... Did I break this off? I'm just falling apart just like this Lego. He was singing a folk song while this gal was tapping with taps he made. From like hawthorn wood. Get in there. Why are you stubborn like this? It's not a quality that I appreciate you, Lego. Okay. I did it! And it made me remember that I used to listen to a lot of the Irish radio with my pop. So I played some of those songs for him last night for his birthday. While he rested. I can just pronounce it as Ian, although purists might stare at you. Well, he says his name is Owen. So I'm gonna go with that. Ta-da! Look at my beautiful orchid. So luscious. So beauteous. And then they still give you a bunch of these little fiddly bits. I'm not gonna use these. I'm gonna throw these away. You read an interesting article on Hideo Kojima today where apparently he has a USB drive with game ideas. In the event he passes away, Kojima Productions can still keep cranking out games. Good for him. I love that he's an ideas guy. Oh, and Snake said, Ophelia feels like a good orchid name. Love it. Not Goomer Kid. I'm gonna strike that down. I'm gonna strike down Goomer Kid. Ophelia's a great name. Look at my beauty. Look at this beautiful little thing. How lovely. It's a true finished Lego. I really don't want to drop this thing. I would be upset. But ta-da! Thank you for watching me build a Lego. This is going to go on the end of yesterday's VOD. So it could be one continuous thing, even though I didn't have a hand cam. Sorry about that. But goodbye, folks who are watching me build a Lego.